Are we going live?
We are.
No way.
I'm clicking the button. There you go.
Oh.
Button's clicked. It's happened.
Oh my god. With our shitty mics!
We've gone live. No, they're not that. We're not using those ones. We're using that one, so it should be fine.
Well, it is not.
Welcome.
The sound is... Hello.
How are you? Welcome.
Good. I like complaining about the mics.
Carlos is in the house today. He's again sitting on my shoulder because today we've got another guest with us.
Another one.
Tristan.
Blue as well.
Yeah, all in blue.
Yeah, Jem didn't get the message.
I didn't get the message. I'm just wearing my old normal shirts.
This
Yeah.
one's mine, right?
How are we doing, Andy? Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much for
Hi, Rory. How you
for
doing?
listening along. What are we doing? What are we talking about today?
The things.
Things. We're talking about things.
Well, we're talking about...
Apparently
wanna-
we're late. Andy's saying we're late. No, we're
Are
always
we?
on time.
We're late. Well, we are. We're a little bit late.
Are
We've
we?
got to give it to him. Yeah, it's 15:15.
15:15!
It's 15:15.
How dare you, free internet show?
That's
Yeah.
when we planned to start today, wasn't it?
We were practicing.
We may well have planned
Practicing
that. We didn't
the,
let anyone know.
La 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 fa fa fa
We
fa
didn't let
fa
anyone.
la.
Anyway, you've come round today with a load of...
Probably too many toys.
I really don't know what it is. I think
Yeah.
Carlos has got a little bit old or something. You did turn 40, didn't you, the
I
other day?
turned 40, yeah.
He did turn 40, and I think that might have gone to his head. We need Carlos with his conductor's hat.
He needs a hat. He needs a new hat.
I'm still young at heart.
So I don't know if anyone can see, but behind Carlos,
Nobody can see.
yeah, it's all hidden. But behind Carlos, you've got something to play with in a minute, and
I think you probably can see it in here.
yeah, it's out the back
A
there
little bit.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can see it if I start like moving it.
It's madness. But look, no, let's explain. This
Yes.
is all pre-prep for next year's Wings and Wheels.
Yes.
At the end of the day. So what we're doing now, we're exploring options.
Yes. The
and
thing is,
seeing-
we hate kids. Well, I hate kids. I hate
they're
children.
all right. The good ones are fine. It's the naughty ones that get annoying.
Well, most children.
Yeah?
But it's not just. It's
But-
not. It's not just that.
But
Obviously.
we still want them to be involved. So this is what it is. We want them to be involved.
Yeah.
And Carlos has created a little train set. Yeah, little remote control train set.
You need to turn it on.
Or do I turn it on?
Wait.
No, it's not moving.
Huh?
No, it's not moving. Definitely not moving.
Is it connected? This thing.
Ah, there it goes. So in about 20 minutes, you'll see the train going behind us.
Well,
Yeah.
just wait for it. Just wait.
So just wait for it. But it's a little remote control train. It's all the way over there now. It's coming round the corner.
You're saying I'm old. Like the old trained people that do this would go insane if they saw like a train is moving.
You're absolutely
by itself.
old. You are old. Look, there it is. There it is. Can you see a little blob moving in the background there? That is the train that will be carrying the cars
Precious loads.
from one
Point to the other.
area, from one area to the other. So I'm actually doing. Is this first person or second? Would this be third? How many person view is this? Because I'm watching the camera.
Ah,
watching
no,
you.
wait.
You derailed.
Easy
Oh
up,
no,
easy up,
we've
easy
derailed.
up.
You're a terrible.
We've derailed.
He's
No,
derailed.
no, I've
He's derailed.
derailed. No,
No, you haven't derailed.
definitely. Definitely we've derailed there.
You're
See?
fired.
And that's what the kids will be involved in. Yeah, while we're doing what we're doing.
And not just that, is I wanted something. So one of the things that made me do this is, remember when we were in Dortmund
Yes,
and we saw
all that train stuff.
all that train stuff and with
Which
the old
is-
people on
Which
it.
is coming out in you now.
No, listen. It's not about the trains. It's about the everything, the connection of everything. It's
The connection between. Are you
It's the
talking
connection
about
between
the construction
the
stuff
construction,
as well, where
the
they're digging it there and they're loading it to the truck.
Yeah.
And then the truck goes and puts it on the train.
Exactly.
And then the train takes it over to that other bit of town.
yeah. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's the same thing with these tiny little cars that we use, right?
Same
The
stuff.
Orlandos.
You just create
If you
more
just
of a
put it
world.
on top of the table, it's going to be fun
No.
for
Yep.
15 minutes,
Yep,
right?
which is
Until you
why
get
we
bored out of
like
it.
the
That's
Tom's thing.
Yes,
That
Tom's
thing.
the terrain.
Tom's mountain over there.
Yes.
Tom's,
Tom's work of art.
Tom's terrain.
But I think that's part of something. Like I want to add even more crazier things.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to involve the whoops on it and have little landing platforms like the one that I've created, so the whoops can land on it.
Yes, I like the idea of that. I
Yeah.
like the idea of cranes lifting a bridge into place
Yeah.
at the right time
Yeah.
for you to drive over. Just loads of little extra
Yeah.
bits of the game.
Particularly where you can have two people collaborating together to make
Exactly,
the track
because-
more interesting
Well,
and
yeah,
engaging.
because then I'd get 4 or 5 people driving, I'd get 4 or 5 people in the air, and I'd get 4 or 5 people operating different
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
all having fun.
all having fun, all
Yeah.
at the same time, but doing different aspects of the
Of the same thing.
area.
Yeah.
Which is what we are talking about. So if there's anyone out there with any ideas along that line,
Yeah.
we're always open to ideas and listening to ideas.
Hey Sparky.
Oh, we've got YouTube viewers as well. Hi Sparky. And just let us know. You know, we'll talk about stuff like that. Like the tippy toppy there. Can you see the tippy top?
No, they can't.
They can't see the tippy top. There's that one there. Can you just point at it there, Carlos? That super easy. Super easy. One little
Very
pivot
fun,
point.
though. Very fun.
Yeah, it's great thing to go over. Stuff like that. So that's leading me to talk about what I really want to ask about is the
Yes.
gymkhanery. So you've got a few common gymkhana bits of equipment.
Okay.
You've got like a tippy top.
Yeah.
You've got a wobbly road.
Wobbly road. Yeah.
So however you do it, whether you do it like our one there, like that purple one that we've got there,
Yeah.
on the orange, that one,
Uh-huh.
or you do it as sticks or whatever it is, it's still wiggly road.
Okay.
You've got a banked corner,
A banked corner.
so
Okay.
you're going, you got to go up,
Yeah.
around the flags and back down again in a very
that.
small space.
Yeah.
And you've got rope bridge. What more ideas are there for us to be able to do and use and make to entertain people?
I think those things
That's 4.
are, because I see this as one thing.
Yeah, the 2 landscapes.
The two landscapes are connected, right?
Okay,
They're the same type of thing.
cool.
And that the wibbly, I think that as a, like
Part
if
of
you
a
went
city
to
course.
exactly to a like if you went to a car show,
Yeah.
and you wanted to test like a
Yeah.
new Lancia or whatever, they have those type of
Yeah.
thing,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But I wouldn't see that on the course. Maybe to the side, like a different area we could just like test out your car.
But if we're talking about a few people getting their own boxes and building a box, and
Yes.
we're going to do loads of tables in line,
Then I wouldn't have the Gymkhana, I don't think.
but couldn't you come off of the box series, do a little bit of gymkhana, and then go back onto box series?
I would, personally, I would prefer just to be on the boxes.
Just on the box stuff?
Yes.
No gymkhana at
The
all?
Gymkhana, I see it is completely different. I don't know.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. What's your views, guys, out there?
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Because
FPV
I'm
boats,
open.
yeah, we have one of those as well.
Yeah, we do. I'm open to having a bit of gymkhana involved in it.
Hmm.
So I don't really mind. But
Like you go in a box, then out, do a Gymkhana section.
But
and
I
then-
want the box as well to integrate a little bit of gymkhana into the landscape.
that would
Well,
be
you have
nice
that with
if
rope
you
bridges.
built that box.
Yeah, exactly. But at the moment, all we've had is tunnels and rope bridges. There's
Yeah.
more we can do with that.
But
Like
you'd
what?
have to build that.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I want it to happen. There's
I
stuff
think
like
this
the
is
tippy
already.
toppy
This
integrated
is
down
already
into it.
the terrain is already a Gymkhana on itself.
Yeah, but you
No.
can modify that. You can gamify. You know, like a
Yeah,
okay with snowboarding.
Yeah.
You have and you have snow parks where you have the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Essentially, add a bit more of that flair in.
I like the idea.
I think it's a good idea.
I don't
Personally.
know how to implement it. Like a tippy top. I don't know how I would implement a tippy top on this.
No, it's got to suit the environment. You got to do it in a clever way. You can't just slap it in the middle of it and be like, oh, there's an extra element.
Well,
It
you've
has
got to
either linked to
build it
different
into it.
areas or
Yeah.
also something we have to do is a ferry linking two areas at some point.
Seesaw.
So Andy's made an interesting comment there.
Oh, that's
So-
cool. I like that.
So that's
Yes.
combo work, isn't it? So you get on. How does the second person get up then? You get on, and I have to do something to get you up.
Oh yes.
Then you get off, I get on, and you do something to get me up.
Yes.
That would be quite interesting.
Well, that's the
There's-
type of thing that we were doing the last time, isn't it? When we were driving FPV, one of us would go up and then the other one would push, and then like, oh, how am I gonna go up?
Yeah, because we had that at such a sharp angle. But again, I want to see people making these things. If we can, either next week or the week after, get Tom involved,
Yes.
and just start a few boxes, or get a box, do a Blue Peter even.
A what?
Have you never seen Blue Peter?
No.
Really? I suppose you're young in Portugal, weren't it? So there was a show in the UK, and they'd show you how to build stuff, but they'd have it already made under the table.
Oh, okay.
Here's one I made earlier.
Here's one I made. That,
It's a meme now, basically.
Yeah,
Is that a Blue Peter? Is that what it's called?
That's what we call it. It's a Blue Peter, because everyone knows that term.
Like we were making a Thunderbird Island out of paper mache.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
And then all of a sudden this fabulous one comes
It's
out.
like 17 hours of work by
Paper
4
mache,
highly skilled
paper
individuals.
mache and toilet roll centres.
Some kid's like, I can do this in 20 minutes. Yay.
But so if we could at least get the start thing, get the halfway view, and then start talking about when he's painting it.
Yeah.
To help people to do it, to actually build their own one. Like for what we're talking about is a case that we've found 35 to 40 quid for that black case, and it's a gun case, shotgun or rifle case, and it closes up nicely, so it's very neat, very tidy, very clean, and if you could just fill it in, lift up from the other side.
We just had a question from
There you go.
Jezza.
See, Jez is asking a question.
Late arrival watching, are you guys talking about mini crawlers you sell? Well, yeah, we're talking about the
crawlers,
landscapes
yeah.
that go on at the moment.
Yeah, we're talking about the 132nd, the Jeeps, the Land Rovers,
This little beauty.
And Tim's saying,
this one.
we've got a comment from Tim, after watching crawlers and such, they all, you've mentioned line bridges, 2 ropes spanning a gap. Yeah, so...
Yeah, so we've got that actually on that course over there, so on this one, but in the middle it's really hard to see.
I'll join in a minute.
Can you put a car on the rope bridge there, Carlos? Can you put a car on the rope bridge there to show to Tim, please?
What rope bridge?
On our bridge, on Tom's landscape.
Oh, it's your car there.
There is a bridge there.
Hi Art, how you doing? I think you still owe Jam some money, by the way.
Stop harassing, he doesn't, he's
Like this?
he's fine.
I'm joking.
That's it, on the bridge.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's on the bridge.
That's it. See, look, there's a bridge there. I want a water feature, but I only want a little tiny bit of water. I just want I want the tracks to run up, the wetness. I want to see that.
You know what?
That's what I want to see.
Amazing.
So Alex had a really good idea for that.
Yeah.
That we don't have to take water.
What do we use then? That's wet.
Shit, what's it called? Like alcohol. It's not alcohol, like dipropylic alcohol.
Isopropyl
alcohol.
Yeah, pure
Yeah,
alcohol.
but then that'll melt the foams and the rest of it and all that.
Oh, well, we have to. The place where it's gonna be, you have to condition it first with some sort of like what do you call it?
Alright, and so what's that going to do for me?
Okay, so
because it evaporates.
No, you're gonna go through water.
But why use the isopropyl living flammable?
Living flammable.
Yeah, like
Because-
seriously flammable. Why would I use that as opposed to just normal water?
Because electronics.
Hi Tom, hi Dino.
Hey Tom. Electronics.
I'm not sure.
How about
Yes.
using a wallpaper pasting table for a landscape?
Yeah, anything for the landscape. The wallpaper paste that would fold outwards though. I think why I like the boxes, Andy, is because they fold in.
And you can take it
And
anywhere.
once it's closed, it's super clean and you can't damage it.
Yes, that one.
If you're folding out,
This one that you can see.
you can't see it waving around on it because it's not the right screen.
That one
Yeah,
up there
that one up there.
on
You're
the
talking about-
whiteness.
You're talking about Tom's.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one on the left or upper left there.
Yeah.
You can't easily take it. That's the problem.
It's not transportable.
It's not transportable. Like mine, I literally close this case and I can take it wherever I want to.
This is it.
Hi,
It's
Tom.
got a little handle built in. It's very neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Your missus ain't gonna get annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can hide it behind the sofa, under the sofa, whatever it is, in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the landscape, the way it's laid out like that,
You have to have a lot of
it
space
needs to
for
live somewhere. It can't.
And at some point, like there was a guy that said, "Oh, I have a lot of landscapes," and they're just like out of his house now because he doesn't have the space to
Because he hasn't
keep
got the
it.
space to
And then
use
it's going to start breaking and crumbling. And
This is it.
So
like,
Jez is saying he loves the mini coolers, didn't even know they were a thing until he subbed to the Facebook group.
Yeah.
nice one, Jez. Yeah. Well,
They're
look,
fascinating,
this is
aren't
the thing, Jez.
People need to know. They're
It's
not that
actually
new.
more than you think, and if you see, this is why we're going on about the landscape so much. If you were just playing with that on your desk,
yes.
Steve
going
McCall,
over your
same time.
over your keyboard,
Mhm.
it gets very dry very quickly. But the landscape element of
Hi,
it,
Steve.
and then
Steve.
doing a little trials course with your mates,
Yeah, it's completely
really,
different.
yeah, it really.
And when you do
up.
it in FPV, then it's,
And then when you do it in FPV, it's
it's
even,
even
more
amazing.
so.
Yes.
Even more so. It really is this
Out
social
of body experience that is not.
it's
Yeah.
social.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. Yeah. Dave Smith's just had
That's great to hear, Dave. He's been inspired to build his Sensi
he's
by watching
built
my
a Sen-
video.
Sensi,
Can,
yes.
can we get that little video playing, actually?
Yeah, I could probably get that little video playing, and I'd love to get that video.
Shows
playing.
off the. So this is a Sensi on 3S. Actually, I've got.
This is your.
We're gonna fly
Sensi.
one later, are we?
We are
Yeah.
going to fly one in a bit, yeah, for sure.
So stick that on
So that's the Sensi.
3S
This is what Tristan's
with the
flying.
lovely HQ props that is now available from Drone Junkie.
They are.
The best 65mm prop I've ever flown.
Let me
Very
see.
stiff, and
You like it
Drone
stiff?
Junkie
I
likes
haven't
it
tried
stiff.
It's like the stiff as
Oh,
well.
we
He
love
likes it stiff. He likes it long.
Long, stiff, hard.
Oh yeah, that's very copyrighted music.
Very super. Don't listen to that music, whatever you do. I'm doing my best to make it full screen. Every time I do it, it plays the
There
tune.
you go.
Is it actually playing on the thing though?
No.
So let's just quickly
Yeah.
show you Tristan's video.
Yeah, so
of the
this is a little
Sensi
diversion
flying.
from the crawlers.
Little
quickly.
diversion. So Tristan, if you give us a bit of background on this, you went to a very nice house. They let you fly around their garden.
Yeah, I was privileged enough to fly around. It's called a longboarder, this thing, and it's one of the most beautiful gardens I've been in the
Beautiful
UK.
garden.
Stunning.
And you're flying this on 3S.
3S.
I'm looking at this down here.
Yes.
And you've got 1103 motors.
So I have the Beta FPV 1103 8000 kV motors
8,000.
available for Drone Junkie for a mere £38.99.
Oh my god!
This is not a sales podcast.
I'm
yeah?
just saying it's, you know. Okay, so these are the lightest 1103 motors
Yes.
available at the moment.
That's it. That's what we
I
want to
for
actually
this
talk about.
build, for this size, for these props, on 3S as well, it's amazing.
And a 15 amp PSCs.
No, it's only a 5 amp PSC.
That's the 5 amp PSC.
Not even a 12 amp PSC,
Not
and
even
it's
the
fine.
12 amp, and it's still taking
Absolutely
it.
fine. I've
And
crashed a lot, so the props have really.
And there's a
prop
lot
strike,
to say for the
capacitor on
with
the
the
XT30.
capacitor,
Yes.
because
Again, available from Drone
if
Junkie.
you've got too big
He's the
if
sales
you've got
guy.
too
man.
big a milliamp battery, this capacitor will help you. Won't save you every time.
If you have a what?
If the milliamps are too big,
Yeah.
so if you've got like an 850,
Okay.
when you go to plug in,
If
you
you
get
have
a
a
spike.
500.
Again, anything over 450 is big.
Well, can we play the video? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's on the screen. And this
Oh,
is
it's on the
still-
screen. Let's play the video. Yeah. So this is phenomenally fast. Like, I'm just going to shut up now.
I'm holding back as well. I'm not pushing it here. I've not got a lot of tilt on the camera.
You're not pushing
Hey
that.
Reynolds.
You're not pushing that full speed there, are you? But
Is
look
it
at
Ryan
that.
Reynolds? Ryan Reynolds,
But look at
subscriber
that.
to the
But
channel.
every garden needs a trench
One of those.
trench run like that.
Trench run like that. But that is a 2.5 inch
2.5,
propeller. It's a 2.5 inch propeller, which a lot of mini quad guys would argue about,
Why?
because they say you couldn't fly this.
You can fly this.
They don't believe that it's possible
To do what?
to
do
fly like a mini quad
Oh,
as
on
a
its
micro.
sides.
yeah, definitely can.
You know that's true.
Yeah, I've flown
Because
2.5
you've flown a lot
inches
of micros.
for ages.
You've flown a lot of micros.
This feels.
But
This
there's
is
a
the
lot of
best
argument.
feeling 2.5 inch I've ever flown.
Very well balanced, that's why.
Super
Very well
locked in. This
balanced.
is stock PIDs. I haven't changed anything at all.
That's good.
It's very well
And like,
balanced.
look at this run here. The only issue I have is this is the newbie
I love that
drone
speed.
BI camera, which is really good. But I want
It's
something
fair.
a bit better because it's
You want
so
something
fast.
brighter, don't you? Like more colourful.
And this has been, I've boosted the colours on this as well in the post. It's a bit horrible. But this is such a good drone to fly. Like, I could rip this all day, and it doesn't. It's
And
not
it's the
offensive.
palm
it's
of your
quiet.
hand size.
If I crash it, it's unlikely to
3.5
break
minutes?
itself, or
On 333?
and I'm pushing it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can see he's pushing it all the way through there, and he's had
Oh.
3.5 minutes left. So, to me, that is where it should be. Like we all know, I designed it from the props in, kind of thing. Yeah. That's what we wanted.
You reverse engineered the quad
I
from
just
the props.
engineered it the wrong way. I did it the other way because I'm twisted like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
These, and now we've got this refinement of props from HQ. Thank you very much to Zong. You've nailed it with these props.
He has nailed it with those props, and then this
We could do with a slightly more aggressive pitch version as well, though, potentially. But he's already got the mould for these. So,
I'm asking. I'm being gentle with him. I'm trying to.
We want these props on. We want them now.
So the new frame design, is not very much changes.
Okay.
But can you see this little guy-looking thing here in the middle?
Yeah.
That's the front.
Oh, that's the front.
That's the front.
The guy's head is.
The head is facing forward.
It's being tortured, being stretched out.
So that's the front. Because these motors, can you see that they're splayed out on purpose?
Yeah.
Because the cable will come out here and run down this motor, down this arm.
Much like it does on the V1 sensor
and
frame.
you've got either at a diagonal 2 motor plugs or straight 2 motor plugs, but they're here.
Okay.
They'll fit now.
So I want the motor cables to come down this arm, up this arm, to plug into here.
Okay.
Rather than trying to go or straight across or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's the middle. Yeah, and that's forward.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. And
what are those 2 holes in the side?
Stretched a little bit. Which ones are you looking at? This?
Yeah.
This is the tiny whip flight controller size.
Yeah.
And then these ones is the 85 HD canopy size.
Okay.
So you could go tiny whip.
Or the blue one.
I use them to put
the blue one.
Little bolts through to
the blue one. And we use those as well for standoffs for the battery mount.
That's what you want to do.
So I've stretched these arms a little bit.
Yeah.
And I've moved the motors a little bit.
Okay.
So overall you've got 6mm more, so it fits bigger things.
Yeah.
Without actually making it any bigger footprint.
Yeah.
So.
Excellent.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let me remind something to the people. We have like tons of watchers now. Tons of people watching.
We do.
A reminder that we still have our competition.
Oh, for the transition thing.
For the transition thing, like whoever is interested on it, just
like wiping through this one into that one.
Yeah, kind of like that.
However that thing.
She's gonna end the what? The 3rd of August.
That's all we got is a fade. You see, we need something else.
Hi Ian, how you doing, mate?
We need more than a fade.
Thanks for joining.
Ian, how was your flight? Yes, go on.
Huh?
Say it.
Yes. Well, that's it.
Oh, we want the transition, and you're going to win a prize and get your transition on the show.
Send it to. It'll be on the. Again, it'll always be on the comments. Just send the. Whatever you got to seeknd@gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Yeah. So.
Yes.
This is a Sensi frame.
Oh, we're still talking about Sensi.
Yeah, we are. Look, this is a Sensi frame.
We do.
I'm a good background for that. Thank you.
You see it?
I have some use.
And Tristan found it. It's one of these ones I gave to him ages
It's
ago.
a V1.
Oh, okay.
It's a V1.
Yeah.
This is the last available V1
if we get a load of likes and loves and comments and whatevers, I'm going to give it away by the end of the show.
You're going to give it away?
To one of these people that's watching.
To one of these people that's watching?
Yeah.
No, it's not, it never works like that.
No? Alright, it never works like that. However Carlos decides to give it away.
Leave a comment.
Do that stuff.
In the YouTube.
Yeah.
In the YouTube video. So it's going to be like a live video that's on right now, parallel to the
Oh,
Facebook
you're making
one.
it hard. Yeah,
no.
okay.
Leave a comment there.
Do it.
And then we can get it generated to check.
But no, I want to see loads of likes and loves.
Huh?
I want loads of people bashing the buttons now.
Bashing the buttons
now. They've got to bash the buttons.
loves to get bashing of the buttons.
They've got to bash the buttons now.
Then you figure out how to give it away then.
Yeah, alright, we'll bash the buttons and we'll find out. Bash them, I can't see any. Look, there's one there. Look, see? That's what I want to see. Loads of that. Loads of that. Just bash them buttons. That's it.
Go.
There we go. Now we know you want it now.
Okay, so now, if you leave a comment on the YouTube video...
Now you do whatever Carlos says.
Alright, we have something special today as well.
We've got a couple of things. But go on, go for it. What do you want to talk about?
Huh?
Should we go back to Orlandoo's now?
Sorry
for everyone who's here for Orlandoo's. We're going back to what's important.
Yes. Because today I announced this already a week ago.
Excited.
Oh, there's something that I'm very excited about. I must admit this.
Shall I get it?
Should we do the backstory to it or not?
Huh? Yeah, we can.
Is there a backstory? Is
Nah,
it
forget it.
important?
Let's not do the backstory.
Not
Let's
bad,
not do the
man.
backstory. All right, but
Yeah, we
you know,
can do
Carlos
backstory.
was inspired to design.
He managed to turn the negative
Yeah.
occasion into so positive.
Yeah,
basically.
but you know, and as well, the one that he was working on wasn't as good. So Carlos has been inspired to
Yes.
use Tinkercad because he was told he couldn't use Tinkercad to do this thing.
No, I had used
It's,
Tinkercad already
it's
before.
the only reason that he's using Tinkercad.
No. The reason
So-
I'm using
Hang on, where's the 110s? Where's the 110?
You have one there.
So there's the 110 is the original car. Yeah. Is the original is a 110, and 110s are nice.
There you go.
The Land Rover 110s, they're lovely. We all like a Land Rover 110, but don't you want a D90? Yes, of course you want a D90. So Carlos designed his own. How awesome is that?
So I
Show
made.
us, you love that, don't you? Look at that. Look, you're getting loves for that, Carlos. Look. So it actually
Hey,
runs,
Lorenza!
it'll run on the Jeep chassis,
So did you come to Italy where you sit?
not this chassis because that's a bit long. As you can see, it's
Where you're still
actually
sitting there. What?
it's actually
Still saying-
scaled.
I don't know if he's talking to Ian.
Can you
Andy.
see it's
Oh,
scaled?
maybe yeah.
Or someone else.
So it is actually very shorter. It is
So
that much shorter.
yeah.
Look.
Here's the story. Phil, shit, what's his last name?
Phil Parslow.
Flying Frog.
Phil Parslow.
Yes.
Great guy.
Came to talk to me and said like, hey, I would like a D90.
Where's Jezza? Look, there's the
Yeah.
cameras we have.
Yeah.
And we
FPV
fit a
is essential.
servo
Yes.
just behind the motor.
And this one as well.
Yeah, pretty much all of them have got FPV. And so you put another servo just behind the motor, Jez, and then the camera. But the camera is a separate unit. The servo is run off the transmitter.
Yeah. So the story is,
Story.
Phil came to talk to me on Facebook and said like, I would want I would love to have
A D90.
a D90. And I was like, dude,
D90.
let me check what exists. And after a lot of work, I found out that the current models for the D90 aren't good enough. There's a couple on Thingiverse and stuff, but
They're the wrong size, right?
well, they're not for Orlando's. You have to resize everything. But even after resizing that, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
So I decided, screw it. I'll just make my own. And I don't know, 16 hours later, this happened.
See what you could do with a bit of dedication.
Now the what is it?
Nothing.
Now the funny thing is, there was some idiot that decided to troll, saying that no, it's impossible that you did this by yourself. You must have stolen this from somewhere.
I just think
And
it's. I
quick-
think it's funny.
Huh?
I think it's funny that he said that nobody would want a D90,
Yeah.
and then 3 days later he showed you that he's doing a D90.
But that's
Anyways,
not important.
it doesn't matter.
But that's
it doesn't
not
matter.
important.
You know, it's a troll. You know, whatever.
Anyway.
you know, just take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
strive through positivity instead of like feeding up the troll, right?
Yeah.
So I barely replied to the guy. I didn't care about whatever he had to say. I actually left the group where the guy was, and I now have finished designing the last bits that that this car needs. So it's as close as I can get it to a D90, and it's specifically made to fit
Hi Rick, how you doing, mate? Thanks
a
for
Jeep,
joining.
so an Orlando Jeep. So if you have an Orlando Jeep, I'm gonna be sharing. So after this, probably tomorrow, because I don't have my computer here. So probably tomorrow, Monday latest, I'm gonna be sharing for free the STL, so you guys can print to your heart's content.
Are you
this case.
gonna let people post a picture of it without?
But
without-
dude, I'm gonna tell you
without-
more.
Without crediting your grandmother.
You
You
can-
are gonna let them
You
do
can
that?
you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Right.
It's this is how I do things. I did this for myself,
Yeah.
right? Even Phil, Phil
Yeah.
inspired me to do this,
Sure.
really. Right?
Sure.
But in the end, I did it for myself,
Yeah.
right? Because I like new things. I like a challenge as
Andy's
well.
asking, did you use a standard 3D printer?
And I use a standard 3D print, yes. And this is actually printed in very low quality
Is it
right
for
now.
the Rubicon? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it for the what?
Yes, it's for the Rubicon.
It fits on the
For the
Jeep
Rubicon,
chassis.
yes.
But that is no offence to Carlos. That's pretty low quality printing.
Yes, it's
And
very low quality.
You can't really
Once-
see from the camera.
yeah,
but
once-
it's not.
once-
Because I printed in 5 hours, supposed
Yeah,
to take 16
fast
hours.
fast print. But then I'm going to print that in resin,
Yes.
and it will look super smooth.
And it has a lot of details on it. I spent I think
No, I can
more
see
more
even that door handle in the
yeah,
back.
yeah, there's
is
a
in
door
there.
handle in the back, there's the
All the
bits on the
hinges.
side, on the hinges.
Fuel fillers.
What was I saying?
That you're going to give it out for free.
No.
No, that you don't need
I
your
am gonna
grandmother
give it
to
out
be
for-
credited.
No, listen. I did this for myself.
Yeah.
So why just at the end? Why keep it for myself? Just give it to people, right? The work's already done. I'm not gonna. If someone decides to credit me,
This
I'm
is
not
for
gonna.
Jezza, this video, by
Yes.
the way. Yeah.
I'm not gonna make any money out of this. I'm not a graphic designer, so I'm not gonna get any work or any.
No.
So I don't really care if you credit me unless you're this asshole guy. You know who you are.
Yeah. You're not allowed. You're not even allowed to look at it.
I would love if people can take this design and even make it better, or use this design to make something completely different. You feel free to use it. I don't care if you credit me or not.
Yeah.
Just
So who?
make something new.
Look, Andy's made a. asked
And
a question.
don't wait. More importantly, don't listen to other people. If you like doing something, and if you know that you can do something, don't listen to other negative people saying
Saying
like,
you
no,
can't.
it's impossible. You can never have done this.
Yeah.
It's you can do it. I've taken 16 hours out of my life to do this in Tinkercad. Yeah, it took a lot of
Just
time, but,
concentration and focus. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
and
it's
a lot
just
of
focus.
adding boxes that remove stuff that you don't want in different weird
But that's how
angles.
Tinkercad works.
Yeah.
It's all hollowing,
Yes.
isn't it? So that's why some say you can't use Tinkercad
Yes.
because they can't get how to use that hollowing stuff.
Yes.
Yes, FPV. Very, very good addition to these micro crawlers.
Yeah. So this was us a while ago now, isn't it, Carlos?
More than a year.
Yeah. When we first got them, totally blew our minds. Oh, what? And then let's put the cars in FPV.
Yeah.
And I want to just quickly make this point. You can just throw a camera in and
Yes.
have a fixed view.
Yes.
For me personally, I have to have the lefty-righty looking. I have to have the camera on a
And,
servo.
And a little wheel
'Cause if
or
you look-
interior thing.
Yeah, a bit of interior always helps, but this looking left and right from inside the cab makes it
Yeah,
that
definitely.
I'm driving it.
Yeah.
If I've got a fixed camera, my brain tells me that I am the car.
Yeah.
And not in the car. I
Yeah,
wanna
you're just
be
like going,
in the car. Yeah.
It's very different when
Yeah.
you can just look to the
So,
side and see the other
we
guy.
had
Like,
great
oh my
fun.
god!
Great
So
fun.
Drew's saying he's probably going to get a couple of sets to do his 8x8 idea soon. Sounds quite
Yeah.
exciting.
Jez, if you design stuff, let us know, bros. We need people with some kind of skills. We're ambling our skills through together to get stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's loads of things that you could design. I really want a zombie one.
A zombie.
A zombie
Well,
killer.
like Mad Max.
A Mad Maxi.
Kind of post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic.
It would fit like a little beetle would fit perfectly on this show.
It probably would do. Probably would do, but that's...
You know, the beetle like they use it with the spikes and stuff would fit perfectly on this show.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about converting the 150 over. And
The
then
150?
throw in some big barrels and stuff in the back.
think the
and
150 is a
and
bit-
some guns.
The 150 is a bit big.
Well, it is
I think the
big.
150 is like
It is big.
yeah. I like the design is going to be completely different from this one's as well because it's wider, so nothing is going to fit the way you want to.
Why don't you just kick me in the chadries? Like,
So
you know.
I was trying to work out why I didn't get into this back when you guys started, and I realised I had a girlfriend
Oh, it's Drew
at that
there,
point.
yeah. Wants to do the 8x8. What?
I had a girlfriend at that point. That's
You
why I
had a
didn't get into
girlfriend.
these cars with you guys. I
That's
wasn't
why-
allowed
that's
to.
why it didn't
I was like,
happen.
you
Yeah,
already
so,
have drones. I said no.
Drew wanted a little couplers to do an 8x8, so as soon as I have some time, Drew, I'm happy to... I saw the picture already. I'm not sure I understand. I have to reread all of your ideas, but I kind of more or less see the part that you want to. It shouldn't be very hard to do. It could do it in less than an hour.
Okay.
It's just a couple of parts. Yeah.
Yeah. You can,
And Drew asked me like, how much is this gonna cost? Nothing, dude. It's
just whatever it pays for you to print it is what it's going to cost.
yeah.
At the
Well,
end of the
you're
day.
gonna, yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, it's the print cost.
Yes.
The file cost is free.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, whoever is going to print it for you, is your cost.
Yeah. So this is gonna be on Thingiverse. I'll post a link on the YouTube video once I edit it out. Yeah, but just look for Thingiverse CKD and you should be able to find other stuff
And-
that I have there as well. And
And
this
I
one as well.
noticed that you've got an openable bonnet,
Yes.
a separate bonnet.
Yes.
Am I led to believe that we could have another bonnet type printed out and have different bonnets
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
on the front?
That's very easy actually.
It could
This
happen.
is exciting. Just to say,
And-
I'm going to buy a micro after the broadcast and see what I can fit
And-
to it.
Oh, that's great.
And then I'll send
Yes.
you some
I
designs.
love creative people.
Awesome.
Getting
And
excited.
similarly, this roof panel is a separate part.
Oh look, it's Phil.
Yeah. Phil, you're
I'm
the
Phil, and hi
inspiration,
Jay
Phil.
as well.
Yeah.
Have a look, Phil. This one's for you. Yes, I'll use Tristan as a background.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
We'll use Tristan as a background. There you go. Look at that. Look at that, Phil. Guess what? He did that on Tinkercad, Phil.
I actually have the.
Some people think
part
you
of the
can't do
video.
it.
Come on.
Did you time lapse it?
Yeah.
He did.
No.
He time lapsed
I
it.
haven't showed you the time lapse, have
No.
I?
No, you didn't. I've seen it
You've seen it?
on our little chat. I saw
We've
it.
got Jay, we've got Phil. Who else
Yeah.
is that who joined on there?
There's I don't know. I think that's Phil loving that.
Oh, nice.
That's a lot of love
Oh.
from Phil.
Phil.
Yes, Phil.
I
You
think
know.
he likes the D90.
He-
Just
well,
a bit.
I love the D90s.
I love it.
Like when the Land Rover first came out,
Yeah.
I was excited for it because I do like Land Rovers. But if it was a D90 when it first came out,
Yeah.
I would have been really over the moon.
Hmm.
Like I love D90s way more
Yeah.
than I like the 110. You know?
There's another reason as well for the D90 is that I have tons of pictures from a D90 because
He wants
Alex
some light on it.
Alex from Portugal
Yeah.
has a D90. So every time I
Yes.
go to Portugal, I get to drive his car.
Yes, that's true.
Well, his,
That's true. No, just put that switch on above your head there, wouldn't it work?
The phone thing.
It's trying to. It's trying to. Oh, there you go. That nearly looks
Don't
good.
think it's focused.
It nearly looked
But
good.
yeah, the detail's not incredible at the moment. It's just a rough print.
Well, yeah, no, the detail
there we
is
go.
there. The print's not letting it.
Oh, sorry,
show.
right, yeah, yeah. In the model is there.
So what's that? Oh, that's your speed build. Pull it back a bit. Pull it back a bit. Or no, go in a bit. Go in a bit. There you go. Oh, it's out of focus. Just to prove that you could make it on a
it takes time. It takes a long time,
yeah.
but it's not impossible. So never let.
It's out of focus badly, but
It's fine.
so it fits Andy.
This is like an hour and a half
Andy,
of
it
work
fits if you.
combined into
So
a minute.
There's 4 different cars at the moment.
Yeah.
There's the Jeep, the Rubicon, and then the Land Rover. So the Land Rover's the longest, the Jeep's the shortest.
The Pajero.
The Pajero's about
Let's
the
not
same.
talk
as
about that. Let's
Um,
swear in front of me.
So it's actually made to fit on the Jeep chassis.
Yeah.
This chassis here. It's the same chassis as that one. Because it's a short one. Should be on that chassis. It shouldn't be on a bigger chassis. So you'd have to have a Jeep to
Yes.
convert it to a Land Rover.
Yes. But
Simple enough.
eventually, I'm gonna build. I have several other ideas for pickups and
Like-
maybe even a van.
I
I'm
want
really
a panel
conflicted
van.
now because I wanted to build a Jeep, but
Yeah.
now I'm like, do I just build a D90?
Yes.
Well, but that's why I created it like it is, so you can just pop off the cover and put a D90.
Yes,
put a-
so okay, so that's another thing we should mention.
Yeah.
Is Carlos did also do the popping on, popping off
yeah.
same way. So the same way that they do it, Carlos is. I didn't want to undo it, but the same way they do it, you've done it, so it can fit straight onto the body, which I just think is fabulous.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. And then you could want to then go and paint it up your own way. You've got
Yeah, there you go.
a camel, haven't you?
Where's my camel?
So can you? You really
My
can't
camel's
see it.
over
But
there.
back here, there's a little lip, and at the front there's a little lip. And that's
It's
what
exactly
clicks in.
like a regular cover. So all the things. That's where I took the measurements from.
Hi again, Tom. Tom.
Tom.
Sending a lot of love to you. Hoping you can come next weekend.
We are waiting for Tom to come next week. Around to Tristan's house is what we're waiting for.
Yes.
So in case
Cool
anyone
as duck.
wanted to know
Yes.
what it looks like on the
It is
inside,
cool as
that's
duck indeed.
that's the guts. That's yeah, it's that tight. And this is my favourite servo. This one, because that's the FPV servo. This one here. There's a steering one and the FPV one. Oh, and another thing I could mention actually is you've got this battery in, which is a 240.
Yeah.
I think we can use a slightly longer 3.3 battery.
Not for this one.
Not for the Jeep.
No.
But in the Land Rover.
The Land Rover definitely.
For sure. Because you've got a little bit more length in the back.
Yeah. With the servo on this, you can fit this battery, but that's
that
about it.
or the longer battery in it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if you're going to put FPV in it, I highly recommend having the FPV on a switch.
Yes.
So that you can turn the FPV on and off.
Yeah.
And I also want to make my one that I don't take the battery out anymore, and it's all, once I've closed it, it's closed.
And you just have a little lead.
I pull the lead out for charging. So
Like,
I need a switch for power and a switch for FPV.
So
I don't
basically,
always need FPV.
what I've done, yeah.
Or
Yeah,
you don't
so
want to be at an
one
FPV
switch.
event and just unplug your camera
That
and not
thing
your
as well.
VTX.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So
That could be
that's
embarrassing.
exactly what I have. So in the bottom of this the 110, I have a little switch that turns it on.
That's the power.
You see the lights there.
Yeah.
And then I have another switch here in the front that turns all the FPV stuff
On and off.
on and off.
Yeah.
And then here on the side,
Is your charging.
there, that's the battery charger.
Jez, yes, you probably could do vacuum bodies, but I am
Don't.
really not a fan of vacuum. I wouldn't use it at all. Just far too. When you feel and see how nice this body is to hold, you wouldn't want it in back form.
No, because
You
the
have
back form
a
is going
nice
to be like.
stiff body to hold.
you
It
couldn't-
doesn't
And this
want
is
to
like,
be
again,
big.
this is PLA.
Yeah.
It's printed in crap resolution because I just wanted something fast, but it's
Yeah.
like,
It's very solid. Very solid. No, for me, I'm not
Oh,
a
bro.
fan of vacuum bodies, which is why I don't like the 120 full scale crawlers.
Yeah.
Because they're all vac bodies.
yes. Yeah,
They're not actual bodies. You know, I've
Phil's
never
asking
seen
about custom battery harness from Drone Junkie. What for?
for what, Phil?
Oh, just for drones. I
Okay.
For the
Alright.
Sensi?
For the Sensi, we're still on elastic bands for the Sensi.
But basically, if
We're
you
still
commit
like
to one
this.
battery type, you can do 3D printed. But you have to
Yes.
commit.
Well, that's the other issue, is that everyone wants 4 different types of battery.
One square, one
This is it.
tube.
Well, like me, I like to fly on that flat 500,
Yeah, I don't need that much. I'm on the 333
but 3S.
3S HV,
Well, yeah, that's more than my
which
500
fits
anyway.
really nice.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
It's
so
awesome.
much power.
It is awesome. So we've got
It's only
that
awesome
little
because of the frame,
D90 coming in a couple of days, or today? Are you just going to release that as is?
Yeah.
When am I getting my one?
Because is that finished then?
It's finished.
What
yeah.
about the changes we spoke about?
What changes?
The height thing?
No.
No. You're not
Carlos
going
is done.
to. You're not going to change that.
No, I'm gonna change it. I'm happy on how it is.
Are you sure?
We can have a V2 afterwards.
Are you
if
sure
want.
you're
Are
happy?
you sure you don't want to
sure
change
you're
I'm very
it?
happy. Yes.
Are you sure? So anyone out
very
there
If anyone
That
wants to
wants to-
improve the file,
that wants to
please
take
feel
it
free.
and
Yes.
lower it down a little bit, they
So
can.
it's
You
proper.
Yeah, they can do that. You give them permission.
Absolutely.
Everyone except for one person.
Except for one person.
There's only one person not on that list, and he knows who he is. And if he's watching, stop watching. Stop watching us. Go and watch something else. Get out of here. We don't want you. All right.
Yes.
Just move on from there.
No, we welcome everyone here
Not him.
with open arms.
Not him.
Apart from him.
Apart from him.
He's not.
Get out. So you're going to release that later on today.
Tomorrow probably because today
By
I'm
the
not
time
gonna be here.
we've stopped mucking around today.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't going to have time.
No.
All right. So
Tomorrow, latest on Monday. Yeah.
by tomorrow that will be out for you.
Thingiverse, CKD, just look it up.
That'll be out for you.
I'll put a little link on the.
Yeah.
See,
on
what
the
you guys
description
don't
as well.
realise is after the podcast ends, we actually stay here for hours just playing with these toys.
Yes.
Just it doesn't stop. That's why
Yeah.
they set all these tables out. Great.
Great.
Great. You could do that.
Oh, can I?
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes. What?
Do you like the color, by the way?
What next? I like that it's looking a bit camo. Where
Yeah, because
it's
this is it's supposed to have more.
Yeah, I
Phil
like
was
camo.
replying
This
about
was
what he was
just
talking about,
What's
yeah.
just today.
What's next?
For the switch between FPV, I don't know. Custom battery harness. Oh, for the switch? No. He's doing a.
No, you won't need that because it'll be separate wiring.
Yeah.
It'll be you'll have one through the power for the power, and then one will be just the power that goes to the camera. You wouldn't. They're not the same harness. Are they?
I really like it. I'm gonna put it to a full resolution, which is gonna be like 16 hours.
I'm amazed how good it looks at that resolution though.
I can't argue with it. I don't think it's a finished product, but I don't like 3D printed.
Why do you think it's not a finish? Oh,
Because of
it's
the
3D printed.
wobbly
Yeah.
3D
Because
printing.
it's like
thing.
a thing.
Yeah.
Resin printed will look nice.
Resin printing
Yeah,
would be
resin,
nice, yes.
you'd have smooth sides and all that, blah blah. But stand off, you can't even tell. Like if you
With the paint.
arm's length, you
Yeah.
can't tell.
You can see Defender written on the front, for God's sake.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he did write
Oh, yeah.
Defender. I don't know if are you allowed to write Defender, or do you have to write Defender?
Why not?
Huh?
Copyright.
Why can't I write Defender?
Well, did you create the Defender?
It looks exactly like the car. Like if Land Rover-
Have you attribute?
Should I give attribution to Defender?
I think attribution to the
I
Land
really
Rover.
don't know. I really don't know.
Feels asking for closer.
I don't think you can get that close. You're probably better off close-upping on
That camera?
the other camera.
Where's the other camera?
Let me just move it to this camera.
Where do you put the other camera?
It's there. Look.
Oh, no, that's
You've
terrible.
got no light there. You
You want some light?
see? Yeah, he needs light.
Roving torch on the way?
He needs light.
I don't have a phone. I don't know.
I can do that now. Like this? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So there's Defender there on the front.
Oh, just bought one. Good effort. Nice one.
Oh, good man. Good man. Which one, Jess? Which one did you want?
The door handles, the little side holes for the ventilation of the car, the top side ventilation for the car as well, and this bonnet
Right.
is the one that has a little dip in it inside.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, the rest they have a little door handle here on the back as well, and where's the pump? Oh, there's the pump on that side.
The fuel pump.
Fuel pump there on that side, here in the back. Yes, I like it.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I actually love it.
I absolutely love it. I think it's brilliant.
And I think that if I print this with more resolution and then just spend some time sanding it,
Like, let's
You won't even need
look.
to resin print.
Let's at least appreciate that you're not a car designer, you're
I'm not.
not a graphic designer,
yeah.
and with a little bit of motivation and 16 hours,
I
Look
created
look
a
at what you've managed to do.
Defender
So,
from scratch.
for a lot
Yeah,
of
it's got
people
the,
out
From
there,
scratch.
Just got the Rubicon, by the way.
From
he wants
zero.
he wants to 3D print that body. That's
Get that
why.
file live, Carlos.
Yeah.
Come on.
I
Is that what it
think-
is?
I think,
Jess? You want that body, don't you?
I have a feeling that I was thinking this like when I show this, because a lot of people like the Defender,
I love it.
but there's no such thing as a Defender, right?
What?
A D10. Sorry, a D90. There's no
As a
D90
model.
as a model.
Yes,
right?
as a model.
So I thought when I release this, I think people are going to be like, "Oh shit!" I think that it will be a slight increase on the sales for cheap Rubicon.
I personally think the Rubicon's the nicest out of all of the stock.
Yeah.
Personally.
Well, see, my order was the Rubicon, the 110, the Mitsubishi, and then the 150. But now
Yeah.
it's the D90, the Rubicon, the 110.
The pickup. No, the D90.
Oh, the D90 open
The-
one.
the pickup.
The pickup one, yeah. That's nice too. The
That's
one
going to be
Tom
next.
Tom's one.
Yes.
No, Tom just cut his Jeep open.
Okay.
It's the similar
Yeah.
to
What
what
about
that
the
would
Willys?
be. Oh, the Willys. Oh, I forgot about the Willys.
The Willis.
That is a favourite. That is a nice one.
Wait, where did I get that from?
Well, I don't know. Did you give any credit for it?
For what? The shop?
Did you give anyone any credit for it? Yeah. So
No credit.
Jez, it will be available for you soon, this
Yeah.
D90. By then you'll probably have built your one up. Have you got a printer? This is the question as well.
Well, the thing is that you can, like in Thingiverse,
Yeah.
you can request it to be printed.
I like Shapeways does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you don't even need to have a printer. You just go there and say like, oh, I don't have a
And
printer.
someone will print it.
Someone will print it for you.
Interesting.
And this is like, I don't know, like I printed something like for my Tango. Back when I was using more, I wanted a cover for it.
Okay.
But I checked like the printing time. It was like 20 hours. Like
Jeez.
I don't want to spend 20 hours printing something. So for 16 quid,
Yeah.
3 or 4 days afterwards, I have it.
And if something goes wrong with the print halfway through,
It's not for you.
not your
It's not my
responsibility
problem.
to deal
Just
with.
send me the print. If it arrives and it's like no, it looks like shit, you can send it back because it's a service someone's providing you, right?
There
So
you
and
go.
it's not that expensive. You know, you're not going to pay tons of pounds.
Are there any
for-
standard
for-
upgrades to the Rubicon you should do?
The
You don't
standard.
have to upgrade anything.
You don't have to
You
upgrade
don't, no,
anything.
well, the first things that I would do would be the wheel weights,
Wheel weights, yeah.
like more than anything else.
Yeah.
The front, you don't need all four, just the fronts.
Yeah.
And then maybe like that putty stuff to
Yeah.
try and bring the front body down.
Wheel weights are the biggest thing though, actually.
Like nothing, like I wouldn't. They come standard as a 150 motor. I'd probably put a 200 in there because I
Yeah.
want it a little bit faster.
200, 300.
2, maybe 3, but
Mine's
the 150
200, right?
300 max, I think.
max at
Mine's
3.
2, I think. It's
Max
fine.
at 3. And what else would you put on there?
Maybe
Honestly,
the,
there's nothing. Oh, the
drive
shafts. Yeah, the drive shafts. I'd change them to metal. The metal drive shafts.
Yeah.
Wheel weights. So, what's happening is, as you drive off something, if there's no weight in the wheel,
Well, it's not
it
drove off.
stays off up in the air.
If you're going up.
Or
is the
you're
problem.
going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different issue. But when you're coming off something, so we have weights that go inside the wheels, like a fat washer,
Yeah.
and then the rubber goes on top. So that when it drops off nicely with
Yeah.
a nice bit of weight. I'm also getting, someone did a post about this with the shocks,
Oh, yes.
for shock dampening, because there's a lot of bounce.
I think he's here, isn't he?
There's a lot of bouncing. Are you in the? Is he? I don't think
I
he
think
is.
so. I think it's
I
Drew.
don't-
Isn't
Drew?
it Drew?
I don't think it was.
'Cause it's the one that he's the one that
Well, Drew will tell us. Drew,
they wanted the 8
Was
by
that
8,
you?
wasn't it?
was that you that gave us
Did
the
the
idea?
damping shocks?
But anyway, so I can't
Whoever it was,
find
it's
the
amazing.
atomic one that was posted, but I found another manufacturer's one.
Yeah.
On its way, it'll be with us Tuesday, Wednesday, or something.
There we go.
Drew. So
Yeah.
it was you.
You're a
I can't
legend,
find
Drew.
your one, Drew. You're a ledge, by the way. Ledge, top man. Can't
Very
find that atomic
inspirational.
one. Apparently that firm's shut down.
Shut down.
That atomic firm is shut
Friction
down.
dampen grease.
Friction damper grease, exactly. And I found another one. I found one at 30,000, Drew, and one at 60,000. So let us know which one you fancy.
And 100,000 as well, right?
I just think that's a bit much.
Just a bit.
But we're going to be doing that soon to stop the bouncing.
It looks
That's
nice.
a
Like
good upgrade.
when I saw him, he
Yeah,
had
yeah,
a video.
yeah, that
he had a
bounce
video
is
on
nice.
That video is awesome.
on Facebook, like dropping a car and it was like bouncing off, and then he had his with the dampeners, and it
Yeah.
was like pop.
And he is right, it
Like
works
stuck.
way better with the metal shocks.
Yeah.
Because you can get upgraded metal shocks over
Yeah,
the
yeah.
plastic ones. Drew, if you've got a link to that video of yours, I'll be happy to put it up, with your permission, obviously. So I will do that. So wheel weights, springs, drive shafts, and the shocks when we get the glue, when we get the grease in,
Mhm.
is probably the main things I would do.
But even without
Yes.
that, you'll have
Even
fun.
without that, it's like I use the wheel
Oh, no,
weights
that stock
only
is great.
only because I'm gonna go up, and the car is because of all the battery and all the stuff.
And
all
it's
the
such-
components are in the back.
Yeah.
It just tilts back.
It's barely a
And with the wheel weights,
modification,
it's
is
like-
it?
Yeah.
You're just putting them in
Nothing,
there. It's
right?
so easy to do. It's
No,
worth
there's
it.
nothing to put them on. You just slide them on.
Yeah.
But you can get a lot more tilt
Yeah.
with the wheel weights at the front.
Otherwise, it just goes
It
back.
tilts
Like
back.
every time that you're going forward, it just tilts back. And like this, it just keeps on going.
Yeah, because you've got like an engine at the front. I haven't got the link, Drew.
Let
But
me
if
see
you've
I
got
can
the
find
link, hang on, I'm just looking for it now.
it. It's on the
It's
on the group.
yeah, I know.
This is very difficult, by the way.
Are you playing silly buggers out there? So I'm just looking for Drew's link.
Oh, it's that one, isn't it?
This one here.
No, the one on top.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's beautifully finished, but that's not the shop bit.
It is, yes, yes. Look.
Alright, well, Drew, I've got your permission. So this is Drew's Jeep. Let's full screen that, why not? There you go. Beautiful, lots of stuff, loads of great equipment on the roof there.
And the defenders in the front as well. I guess you glue this on with the.
I think that's a sticker. Yeah, that's
is it a sticker?
Like a transfer sticker. Yeah. And then in a second we'll show you what he's talking about. The nice bits in here, nice box.
Yeah, so you see the metal
so you've got the metal shafts,
the
these two shafts are very, very good. The drop is at 5. The whole video is only 4 minutes long.
No, it's like here.
Oh, there. Oh, that's not the length. That's the thing. That's a nice bunch of wires you have there. What's these thin grey wires?
That's
all his lighting.
Yeah.
That's all his lighting.
All beautifully made. Like
I'm gonna just stop that. That's really neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No, I want to go back to that. That's really nice.
Wow.
Very clean. Drew, top marks.
Beautiful.
I would even, if you want it smaller, like the receiver.
Change this RX to a smaller one.
If you have FR Sky.
We have way smaller ones, but look how neat and tidy he's got that. I love his look these plates that you keep breaking off. Look how nice they are.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Look at those plates that you keep breaking off there, Carl.
I hate them.
I love them.
I don't need it.
I love them. So I'm just going through to get to this.
Nice.
What I want to talk about is the shocks.
Huh? It's a bit before.
No, it's here.
Oh, there we go.
It's here. So look at what he's done. No, we're going to go to the drop now. Get off my screen.
Oh, there we go. So that's the normal one.
Can you see how bouncy that looks already? Look at that. Oh God. Oh, look at it. So bouncy. Bouncy. Nice paint is done on that one though, isn't it?
Yeah. I love the red one.
Yeah.
I've never seen a red like that. Look at that. Oh!
That's the difference. That's what we are all looking at.
But if you go a little bit back.
That's beautiful.
A bit further back, I think. There we go. Look.
Yeah, that return. That return's awesome.
Yes.
Phew.
Bless you.
Thank you. That return is awesome. Top marks, Drew. Absolutely love that. Look at that. That's beautiful. It's crazy what we get excited by, isn't it? You know, it's just returning slowly.
I noticed something though.
Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
Why?
Yeah. Well, he's got more travel that way.
Is it?
Yeah, because instead of it being straight up here and clouting, he's brought it down.
It doesn't clout.
Yeah, it doesn't clout. So he's brought this shaft out of the way.
Would it have more travelling?
Yeah, of course, because this is longer. From here, on the
Wouldn't
servo
this
form.
catch
But
on
it never
stuff, though?
touches the.
Wouldn't that
Oh,
catch
hang on,
on
that
stuff as you
servo's
go
not
through?
plugged in.
It's not connected.
That's
No.
not connected.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the curved one.
Yeah, the curved one.
Well, why is it curved?
To make it lower.
Make it lower. That doesn't make any sense.
Because normally it would sit right across here.
Yes.
Yeah? And
But
it
it
makes
goes
it
straight.
lower. Drew will tell you in a minute, but I'm telling you it's because it's giving you more clearance when you're coming up here. Look, here. See that? I'm hitting the bottom of my
Oh, okay.
servo horn.
I get it. Yeah.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Alright.
It's giving you a few mil more clearance. I really do like it. That's a fabulous job. It's got the metal front grills as well. See those front grills, it's got the metal plates on the top.
Mine has a few of these pieces.
It's got the headlights up there. Really nice build. I don't know if you know this, Drew, but on my wing mirrors, I drill it out
mirrors.
on my wing mirrors, and I put a little screw from the bottom into the wing mirror, and I use actual mirror. So I've got this
For the
sheet.
FPV, when you look into the wing mirror, you can actually look behind you. It's
Great
good.
comment.
I buy this mirror sheet. This has only got a film on it. It's way
Sorry?
more mirrory than that.
And you watching this live stream would cost me money.
I'm easily influenced. We just want you to have the best stuff. That's all it is.
So you could proper mirror.
I'm just sharing the stuff that I know
and I
because
cut that into the right
I
size.
think so.
Well, Andy's asking for the link to the YouTube channel.
To whose
what?
YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel, just
Carlos.
Seekendi FPV.
Seekendi.
FPV.
You just search it on YouTube. It'll come
Well,
up.
I'm going to give it to you.
Make sure this goes on iTunes, please. What's that about?
Oh, that's yeah. I'll check what I can do.
Here's his channel in
We
the.
will put the podcast on iTunes.
Yeah, because some people listen to us on the podcast.
We'll just listen.
They just listen.
Who wouldn't want to see our beautiful faces?
I'm stunned that they.
By the way,
listen.
this is podcast 19. That's the number
19 that
yeah.
we're on now.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it 19? That says 18.
Yes.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, podcast
19.
19. Can you believe we've done this many podcasts? We've talked about a lot of stuff, I reckon.
I
We
feel
might have
honoured
to
to have
go
been
back.
part of it at all.
We might have to go back and have like a little recap.
Recap on the things
On
that we
the-
talked about.
On some of the things that we've
We
talked
probably
about
need
that,
some updates.
that have now become products
Oh yeah.
since we've talked about them. We get a lot of that as well.
Oh, he's talking about the video that he just showed. Oh, it's
Oh.
join in. Oh, that reminds me.
I can give you that.
That
from
reminds me.
Facebook.
Yeah, join the Orlando Collectors
No,
Club.
Put a link. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the video is.
so this
Orlando
is
Collectors Club.
this is Drew's post.
Yeah, that's just
Andy,
no groups. That's just a post.
that's just his post, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
Oh, that photo. That group photo is stunning.
and this is
Carlos in his prime.
this is
Right,
our
okay.
page. Please join our page,
Yes. So I'm gonna be doing
the Collector Club.
I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. A lot of people like. Do I have one? Oh, do you have a wheel bonnet? Bonnet
no,
wheel. You don't have a wheel.
No, you've got it on
No.
your thing.
Yes, I don't have it here.
But look,
So-
we can show it to you on the picture.
Oh, that's it. So a lot of people like. Who's that old guy?
Who's that old bloke?
A lot of people
This wheel bonnet.
like that
This
wheel
bonnet
bonnet.
wheel.
That bonnet wheel. I keep saying that.
But if you put the normal Orlando wheels there,
It's huge. It's huge.
Way,
Like,
way
especially in
too big.
FPV, you're not gonna see it.
it's way
It's
too big.
okay
So-
line of sight, but FBB
Yeah.
ruins it.
So Jem here got a couple of
I've got a few. They're just 1/35th scale wheels,
so it's slightly smaller.
slightly smaller, and they just fit.
It don't fit in the normal hub.
No, they're not for the Orlandos. You're not for driving them
Yeah.
around.
So
But they fit nicely.
they fit
as
nicely in the bonnet.
You can put it on the bonnet or on the roof.
But
in
we were
racks or
missing
whatever.
a 3D printed hub.
A hub for it.
If
Yes.
only we knew a guy that could 3D print, create 3D printed things
Oh my god!
in Tinkercad.
Oh my god!
So we need some hubs.
No, we got it.
Carlos.
I made it already. So what I wanted to do is I want
Oh,
to do.
look.
Huh?
Can I just look? It's,
Yeah.
it's turned my HTTPS into
Yes.
an emoticon.
Grumpy
Why would
face.
it do that?
Because it's
That's so
it's
stupid.
2 dots / right?
Anyway, so
Emoticon.
ignore the grumpy face thing.
No, but they get it on Facebook. They get it the right.
It works.
Oh, it does come out
Yes.
properly anyway. Oh.
Anyways, as I was saying
Alright.
before getting rudely interrupted,
I'm just interrupting.
rudely
Not rudely.
is
Ah,
what was I saying?
That was rudely. But you look great in this
Oh,
picture.
I wanted to.
So I just want to
awesome
talk
in that
about
picture.
the. What? Sorry, Carlos, were you saying something?
You do look awesome in this
I want to
picture.
do a giveaway
Okay.
to encourage more people to join this group.
To join-
So
yeah.
if you're in this podcast and you're listening to the podcast, join the group, and you'll be entitled when I probably on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a little post about it. You'll be entitled to win one of these wheel things.
To some kind of something.
Yes.
Okay. So you haven't made up the competition yet?
I haven't posted it, but I know what I want to do.
You know what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be something easy, like tag 2 friends or something. Basically, we want to make the group grow a little bit.
We do. We do. We do.
Some
We
good content there already, though.
There is good content like
This
this.
is interesting.
Again, from Drew. Thank you very much. This is right interesting. Drew wants to make an 8-wheeler.
Yeah.
And he's like, how am I going to do this?
So that's what he was asking me to create those draft tracks. but
these
I
extras.
don't understand them particularly well.
Which bit? The blues of rods.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But how is he? What? He wants this part, I'm guessing, right?
These
He wants
red
that
part.
part. Yeah.
They're just hubs, though.
I know, but I don't understand how.
I don't know.
I think
So the black stuff is the original parts.
Yeah, I know. I think he wants this part, but maybe with a link to link up the other thing here. I think that's what he wants. So that should be.
Because
easy
these
enough
have
to
got
do.
2 tabs and these have only got 1.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
So when you look at this,
Yeah.
that's this part here that
Yeah.
grabs the wheel, right?
Yeah, he wants one on the other side.
One on the other side, which is.
Not impossible.
I mean, I can tell you one thing.
Not impossible.
I've done it even without 3D printing. I just put a little hole on the back side of the wheel and just force fed a little nugget there. It
Not
also works.
impossible.
Phil said he's happy to post links on the OOC.
Oh, the what now?
The OOC.
The Orlandoo Collectors Club, OCC.
OCC. Oh, but there's other.
Jez is saying he might make a trailer. There is a trailer, isn't
There's
there?
a trailer on Thingy-Yoverse. I think I've
But
printed
it's
one
not
out.
that good, is it?
It's
Could it-
alright.
could
I
it be
didn't
better?
I didn't like that you have to somehow screw your axles
Make
in.
hauling just a little more difficult. Yeah, it's
Oh!
a good idea.
Yeah.
Ah, who is this trailer?
Oh, don't show this person's trailer.
Who does it belong to?
Yeah.
We don't know.
But, yeah.
Someone.
Didn't
Look on
like that.
Thingiverse.
Didn't like that. But if you can make one nicer, Jez, I'd love to see yours.
Yes.
Welcome, Adam. Adam Gooch is a big crawl fan. Adam,
Adam.
we're talking about crawling today.
Adam.
Adam's done some lovely builds.
All about crawling. Yes. Can you see what's in Carlos's hand, Adam? Yes, that is a D90. Beautiful.
And the STL will be out tomorrow.
Yes, we like
Print
caravans
your own
as
if you
well.
want.
The STL will be out tomorrow for
Yes.
printing for everybody except for one person. Everyone in the world can have it except for one.
One person. I'm gonna single out one person
Just
in the
one person will be singled out for not having it, and he can. Oh, actually, and him and his mate, him and his mate, and
Him
his
and
little,
his mate as well.
and his little puppy.
No,
He
no.
can't have it.
Not
either.
his mate. No, his mate is fine. He's alright.
Are you sure?
Yeah, his mate.
Are you
is
sure?
fine. I don't even know what his mate is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, so that'll be available for you later on.
Yes.
And we've spoken about the Sensi,
Yes.
and we've spoken about
I think
the track.
we should have a little fly video
Yeah?
with the Sensi.
Yeah, okay, I'm up for that.
Yes.
Do you want to try it?
Anyone up for
go for it.
these boys having a little fly? Give us, show us with the likes and the responses and the bashing the button thing down there,
Bash your button.
down there in that corner there, somewhere. Bash it here, bash these things.
Bash these things.
Yeah, and then I'll get the lads to have a fly.
We're gonna have
I
a
know.
fly regardless. So.
They're gonna have a fly anyway because they love to fly. But that's on, waiting for you. See, look, people want to see you fly the Sensi.
There you go.
There you
Nice.
go. So Tristan is going to fly his one,
3S Sensi.
which is
Oh wait, I don't know
3S.
if I have a battery for it.
Have you not charged this one? He's running,
I can charge one if you
interestingly
want.
enough, he's running the new HQ props on the back, and he's running the Edition 1
You wanna quickly charge
HQ
it?
props on the front. And that's only because we don't have any more of these Edition 1 HQ props. Because Zong, please make more of these. These are the new HQs, slightly less pitch. These are very aggressive pitch. I've got no idea if I can show it to you on the thing. But these got a lot of pitch here, and these are a little bit less. So rather than going to all new HQs, Tristan has decided to go half-half. Which is nice. Yeah? Which is nice. You know, it looks nice.
Right, do I have a 2S charge?
Have you not got any batteries going on up there?
We're charging a couple.
My
Yeah.
3S are not charged.
Alright, that's fine.
We can burn some time
We can burn some time.
by talking about what was it? Oh,
Fly the
we've
swell.
shown the
We've
train.
shown the train. And
Well, we
talked
haven't
about
shown the
this
train
car.
properly.
We've shown the train.
I want
and
to show.
Roving
Wait,
camera.
wait, wait. Where's the whoop? Do you have a whoop?
a work.
Yeah. I got a whoop.
There's a remote.
We're doing roving again. We're back to roving reporting now.
Roving reporting.
Yes. So stick with us, kids. And
Okay, I
Carlos will be roving
On the
reporting
move.
around the train. So let me tune into that
No,
one.
I'm gonna be in the train.
Are you on the train? Are
On
you
the train.
Wow, even better. Even better. There you go. So just tuning in now to.
I'm gonna blow Jem's mind now, though.
You're gonna blow my mind. You'd have to have a bullet.
No, you'll see.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for me to blow your mind?
I'm ready. So FPV train. First time you've ever seen FPV train.
Where's the?
Ever.
Wait, you have to wait for the thing to go off.
For the what? Oh, for the yellow.
Yes. Are you
Choo
ready?
choo, choo choo,
Oh, I need to turn the remote on.
choo choo. Hurrah,
Oh,
hurrah.
there we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Now, you can see the carriage in the front as well.
FPV train.
Now there's the thing, Jem,
Yes.
with this FPV train.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn to the left-hand side. No, I'm gonna turn right.
You're turning right, but you're actually turning left.
I'm turning right, Jem. I'm turning right to your shop. There's
No,
right to your
you
shop.
put mirror cam on.
Oh no!
He's put mirror cam on.
Wait, does it
What
go
the
there?
hell?
He's reversed the camera. So you think that we've turned right there, but we have actually just turned left. So
This is
Is that
full
little-
speed, by the way.
that is full speed, and on purpose it's going super duper slow.
Oh, we went to the wrong one. Oh,
On purpose.
did we miss our exit there?
You've missed
No.
your top exit.
So this is the idea.
That's the idea.
This train thing comes
Yeah.
all the way from up there, and then you can just go onto this platform here. That's what we're gonna be doing after this. What the hell? That's what we're gonna be doing after the podcast.
We're going to be
We're
trying
going
to
the
make
other way.
that work.
Yes. Huh?
Reverse.
It does reverse, but very slowly. Oh,
So the idea is to go from one section to the other section using ancient train technology.
ancient train technology. Like if there was any train people watching, like old people,
Oh,
they would be like, "How are you controlling the train with a remote control,
remote control.
wizard?"
Yeah, wings and wheels for sure. We will be doing
We will have train
this.
everywhere.
This is all part of the testing for wings and wheels. This is what we're up to now.
Ah, look
Just
at that.
to
Ah,
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Yeah. Phil's made a comment about wearables.
Yeah.
And Orlandoo. What?
What?
I don't know what. Remind me, Phil. What wearables? Like t-shirts. What's a wearable? T-shirt, isn't it? A wearable.
Comes. I don't know.
That's what you wear.
Oh, the battery's very, very low.
The stuff that you put on. So that was great fun.
It was so much fun.
And Carlos turned 40 the other day. I don't know if anyone knows, but
But it means he's actually turned 60.
it's a fast descent into trains. Like, he's only faking that he's doing this for us. He really wants it for himself, and he's going to get right into landscapes.
I don't care about the fucking train.
You don't care
I don't care about the bleep train.
about the bleeping train.
I want the challenge experience of it, of driving a car onto a train,
Yeah.
moving the train to a different location, and then exiting at a different location. If
To
you
me,
told
that's
me,
like the elements of Top Gear that I used to like. It's that kind of quirky challenge.
exactly,
It's, you know,
if you told me that I could have like a plane, drive that car into the plane would go and land me somewhere else, and I could continue FPV. For me, it would be exactly the same thing as this, like same exact thing. It's the challenge, or getting into a boat, driving across a lake. That's actually a really
That's the next challenge.
yeah. But this is a cool experiment.
We need a
I would
ferry.
like to do.
Okay.
So we need a ferry, but there's a level of risk and danger to it.
And you need some ports as well.
Somewhat now?
Well, how are you going to get off the road onto the ferry?
No. That's not the problem. How are you gonna get off the ferry
Back onto the road, yeah.
Onto the road. But I want to visit, like Duck Island.
Okay.
I want to visit Duck Island. Do you know what Duck Island is?
No.
if you go to any of these lake things that are nearby,
Yeah.
there's always a duck island.
Oh, there's
dead
an
in
island
the middle.
Okay,
Yeah?
I
That's
thought
Duck
it was,
Island.
I thought it was an actual one
No,
island.
This is Duck Island.
that was full
Now
of ducks.
imagine,
Have you not heard of the fabled Duck Island?
The famous
imagine
Duck Island.
if you can go and explore that island. How
yeah, because
deeply
you can't normally get there,
danger-
can
Like a
you?
landing
exactly,
craft.
yeah, how deeply dangerous it is, because what happens if your car gets stuck,
And if you turn
Or if-
over, there's
or
no,
if you turn over,
there's no,
or
there's no,
if you run out of battery,
yeah,
or if
There's
the
a lot of
boat
things that can go
capsizes
wrong.
on the
I
way.
see it, I see it.
Yeah,
I like
there's
it.
such a level
I
of
like
danger,
it.
but excitement as well.
I like it.
But see, it doesn't mean that, oh, now I'm gonna learn everything about boats and love boats. I don't care about the boat. The boat is just,
It's a tool.
It's
it's a
method.
tool, like the train. The train is a tool to it's making it.
You're trying to justify your
Making
train
a
love,
tunnel.
Carlos.
No, I'm
And we don't
explaining
believe
what
you.
I want to train for.
We don't believe you.
We're charged on a 3S.
We don't, because you're being so particular about your
Huh?
train that we think that you must have some kind of love or affinity for the train.
If you look at the train, you're not gonna think that at all.
You've got something going on between you and the train.
No.
But no, I like the idea of
Yeah.
the train going to a place that you
Yes.
can't go to by foot.
Yes.
That you couldn't walk there, and if you go upside down, you're either
That's
going to
it.
get wet or you've lost your car,
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yes.
That's pretty
But you would
interesting.
go with a friend.
And he would be on the island.
No. He would be.
Oh, you would go to well, I know you'd go 2-3
Oh.
of you.
Yeah.
Make a Toyota Orlandoo boat like the guys in Top Gear did.
That's a funny one.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What? What?
No,
Top Gear
Jeremy
made a
Clarkson made the
Toyota, didn't
Toyota boat.
They filled it
Why
with
not?
foam. It works well.
If they can do that in the full size, we can do it in the scale.
I would like. So when I had this idea,
It
I
works
went
well.
online checking if there was any ferries, RC ferries, that match this size. There isn't anything.
We could make a boat.
Huh?
We could make a boat.
Can make a boat,
Yeah.
but it's not just a boat. It has to have certain properties.
It's got to be row, isn't it? It's got to be drive on, drive off.
Yeah. Yes.
See, I know terms. Yeah. Yeah.
Drive on, drive off.
Yeah.
The important thing is drive back on, because I guess drive off. You could just have a ramp that doesn't go down, right?
Well, it's gonna. In my
And you
head,
can
it's
go
a,
up the
it's,
ramp
It's
and
a,
up the-
it's a hull with a flat platform and
With a flat platform. Okay.
flat platform
Yeah.
and chains either side, so you don't drive off the side.
Chains.
Well, just fencing on the side.
So it's this
It's a flat platform with a little bit of fence here
with this.
and a little bit of fence here and a boat underneath.
But how are you gonna dock?
That docks here. This is the dock. This thing docks.
So slightly bigger platform than where the boat
Than
is.
the hull.
Yeah?
Than the hull. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna get to some place, but what if it's higher? So you need like a particular place.
Well, hang on. Okay, 1 minute. You're
And
just
the
going
cars
to
are
any
heavy.
random-
The cars are heavy, so that's gonna push the boat further down.
Not as much as you think.
You
It's all
sure?
about displacement. It's all about
It has to be like a huge boat then.
No, not really. Because water's heavy, bro.
This is what I see. When you're getting out of the boat, you have the potential to.
To what? Zoom the boat away from you.
Yes.
But the boat's got motors.
Okay. And going onto the boat, you have the potential as well for the same thing to happen. Especially when you're like, I'm almost out of battery.
And you're trying to drive too fast onto the boat. You think the boat will move away.
Yes.
I don't. I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Like an Orlando in an island is one thing, but an Orlando underwater is slightly
Alright,
more
we
risky.
put a bit of co-formula on it and that, but you know, yeah,
There's no
military
conforming
landing.
on Duck Island. I have
See,
to
look,
say.
I'm with Phil.
What?
Military landing. I'll tell you what you could do.
Yes.
What you could do is you need 2 more servos on the boat, 1 for each door, and you have like a drawbridge door.
That's what I said.
You have like a drawbridge door.
That's
like
what
that,
I wanted.
Yeah, and it runs off the servo.
Yes, but that's
And
much
it
harder.
No, it's not. It's easy.
Easy.
That's easy.
Please.
Just a couple
Just
of
don't
servos.
even.
Listen, that's easy.
Don't even
Just
think
a
about
couple of
it.
servos.
Please.
It's a couple of servo.
We don't even have a boat. Can you do a boat? You can't do a
No,
boat.
I've never made a boat.
I've never made a boat.
Yeah, I've never made a boat from scratch.
And it would have to be 24th probably. 124th.
I think maybe 1/24th. Yeah, maybe 1/24th because you need the size.
You need the
'Cause
size.
1/35th will end up being too small.
Too small
I
and
doubt
like
you've got
and
any
rocky as well.
1/32nd.
Too
I
rocky.
doubt
They
There's
do it
only
in 1/10 for
1/32nd.
river crossings.
110 is big for us.
We do this in 110. So wait.
For river crossings.
Have you done this, Phil?
Got any
Is it
video,
the
Phil?
duck car boat on thingy boat.
Have you got any
seen
video, Phil?
Have you been to Duck Island?
Have you been to the Duck Island?
Winch. I think
I've
a
seen
winch is
winch.
going to be much harder.
We
I
don't
think
have winches in our
A servo, I think, would function a lot better.
We don't have
I
our
want to see
winches.
this military landing craft.
I've looked for this. There's only huge ones. Like, look at that. Look at the size of that. Also, that wouldn't be able to.
We can't show these videos.
No.
So that you can just hear us talking about them. We're not going to show you any of these. But look, that's a 140th one. That looks quite nice.
But
So you
also
want
this
that.
one.
That's what you want.
That's
exactly.
what I want. Yes.
That's exactly what you want.
So it's a landing craft.
Yeah.
So you want like a D-Day type of landing craft in
Yes, that's the only logical thing.
to Duck Island. Are we taking over Duck Island?
Can I not show this
Yes, we
video?
are invading.
No, you can't.
What, really can't show this
No,
video?
you can't.
Even in small screen?
No.
Even if I wave my hand
Joe
around?
Rogan
No,
shows
look,
videos.
especially look at this. Like, no, don't do it.
They'll sue us. They'll shut us down.
Alright, well,
Well,
landing craft.
it's
Look,
like-
it drives right up onto the pavement. And the tank's driving on.
There's a train. you can
There's a
comment
tank
on it.
driving on and everything.
I've seen
Yeah.
Denzel in America. Yeah, on American. On the G4
You know what
channel.
I mean? Look, I can give you the link. You can watch it yourself. It's on
Yes,
YouTube.
we can do that.
I can do that. I'm allowed to do that without getting banned from YouTube. Yeah.
I'll banish you.
So that's what we're watching, and the tank is driving onto the boat.
It's a large tank.
That is a large tank and a large boat, bro.
And also, look, I would see, do you see, there's a hole right there, like the car wouldn't even be able to go on it.
Yes, it would.
Not in Duck Island.
Well, I don't know what you.
Duck Island is going to have several dangers, and it's going to have ducks
And
that are not going to take kindly to your invasion.
They won't
I
care.
don't take kindly to your kind round here.
They won't care.
You came to the wrong neighborhood.
I
We
think-
don't take kindly to those who don't take kindly to those around here.
See, I like the water stuff
Yes.
when we was doing the Truman Show yachting.
Yes,
That was fun.
that was fun. But there's a level of danger with it.
Yeah, you could have
Which
gone
is,
over.
you-
You
you're
could have,
gonna,
yeah, you could have gone
Phil
over.
said he can build this.
I think Duck Island.
No, I haven't done this, but I've seen it done lots of them out there. In G4 channels, you know.
I think it's well interesting.
I can build
I
this.
want a
guy.
landing craft.
Phil, can you build me a landing craft to go attack Duck Island?
We must hit
But
Duck
in
Island.
1/32 scale.
What's your
I
problem
think
with ducks?
144. Huh? Well, they took the island for themselves,
Well,
and I want that island back.
reclaiming it for
Reclaim
mankind.
it.
That's really weird, isn't it?
Well, I'm ready
Yes.
to.
No, we're gonna
great.
finally fly.
Finally, so Tristan is going to fly now.
3S.
Sorry for the delay.
Is your power on?
What
No,
happened?
it's not on pronouncing.
Your tunnel died.
No, yeah, it wasn't held up very well. It needs to be taped together.
So I'm just now tuning into Tristan's.
F7. Not that you can select on that auto search.
We're just going to tune in for a little bit of flying, a little bit of live fly.
All components available for
Who
the
fancies a bit of live fly? What a pontoon
This camera's
building.
a little bit dark, but it is very nice.
Did you guys see that Lego thing recently?
What?
Some guy did a Lego tank with a bridge, and the bridge comes off the tank and opens up,
Do you wanna
and then he drives over it.
transition?
Yeah. Alright, here we go. So Tristan's having a little fly.
Oh, the guy has things as well. Look at that.
Got waders.
Maybe that's the way to Duck Island.
Here we go. And Tristan's off.
Wow. Jesus.
The Willis Jeep body could be 3D printed to print. It would have to be it would have to be designed again.
Oh my God.
Tristan is throwing it around today, isn't he? Lordy.
Very nice. How's he feeling? Is it,
Despite the wind, very good. 3S just gives you that little bit more confidence that you can
you can just punch
get
out
yourself
of.
out of trouble if you really need to. But then look, you can rein it back in.
Rein it back in and do a nice smooth transition. Look at that.
Can you do a little punch out just to see?
And that's like half a second's punch out.
Jesus Christ.
And it floats for so long up there.
That is very nice.
Andy's asking about the Willis Jeep. The Willis Jeep are very, very small. So
Yes.
it would look big if we did it to the scale of these Jeeps.
Yeah.
It would look wrongly big.
Careful with the tree.
Because the Willis is actually itself very small. But, boy,
You can do a
held
power
that.
loop on that first one, yeah?
Yeah, you come in the other way, you can power
I'm
loop the
not
first
confident
one.
with this wind now.
Okay.
It is a bit windy out there today as well.
And this thing only weighs 75 grams.
Jez, thank you for joining us, bros. Enjoy your dinner.
Or just,
He's throwing it. What's going on today? You just
what?
having a throwy day.
Oh, careful tree. Oh my god.
It's just so locked in though.
So what board is this? Oh, this is a...
That's an AOI. That's what, I think that's the 5 amp one you were saying.
Yeah, this is the happy model.
The Happy Model one.
Okay.
With an external receiver.
With an XM Plus.
XM Plus receiver. He's got 1103 motors.
With 1103 motors.
1103. So his corners are very light. His corners are very, very light. That's why he's flipping so well.
Can you go down the whole
65mm props. And now he's going to try and take the Mickey now. Oh,
That's it, that's it. You gotta exit
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, you see that?
Oh, oh. Yeah, it's close.
Caught itself though, didn't it? It
It's
caught
just- you
itself.
can get yourself out of trouble, so
I think it would fit on the Rubicon chassis.
The Jeep is asking.
I can
I
try
don't-
and make
honestly,
one.
I think it's too small. I think if you can make one, but it will look
It'll-
on its own. It will look fine,
yeah,
but next to the others, it will look big
yeah. Because mine looks good because it's tiny.
because it's actually small.
you got a tiny one, Carlos.
You got a tiny one. Yeah, you can do that there.
Have you got yours with you?
No.
Ah.
Whoop.
Boy, anyone would think he couldn't fly with that twisting. It's like he's catching it, like the drunken master.
Oh,
It's like the drunken master fly.
oh.
That's a tight one, that one. Oh, tree behind you. Just missed that tree behind you there.
Oh. Keep-
Or I lose the quad and then bring it back
Yeah, yeah, bring it back, bring it back.
You're low voltage anyway.
in. Not really. If
Let
that's
me-
low voltage, sure it is.
Let me have a go. Huh? It's not there. What are you doing? What's that? Oh, is it a mirror?
Yeah.
Oh, 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 oh.
Ow, that's actually a bit heavier than that. I forgot it wasn't a whoop.
That's very nice.
Oh, yeah, 3S is fantastic.
That's very interesting. Can I have a try?
Yeah, if you lose it though. It's like that's more important than a child would be to me.
Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
Am I just on my own now?
It's HP.
Oh.
Is it back to me?
Huh?
Back to me.
I
Okay,
take
so
the,
how did you enjoy that, guys? Did you enjoy that?
Use it 'cause it's,
That was Tristan flying the Sensi on 3S. Unbelievably on 3S. I personally don't think it needs to be on 3S.
Why
Why
does
is
it
that?
need it?
I think 2S is plenty.
Yes.
It's like really plenty. So like he could have done most of what he just flew there.
And that's
on
ripping it
2S.
for a while.
Can you agree with this, lads?
What? Sorry.
What you've just flown there,
Yeah.
you could have done most of that on 2S. Pretty much exactly the same.
Not the pulling out of the bottom.
I don't know. Carlos
Not
was
on a
pulling out
heavy 2S
pretty well.
anyway.
Carlos
It depends
was
what sort of
pretty pulling
2S you're using. If you're using a 470 2S, I
Yeah.
don't think so. If
I
you're
was
using
pulling
something
out.
smaller,
Yeah, yeah. And
Did
Yes.
you just say I was pulling up?
but
Drew, that is another point Drew's just making about the Willis. The Willis also sits very, very low
Yeah.
on the chassis.
Yes.
So how would you then accommodate that into the Jeep chassis? Because that's very high. You
So
wouldn't
the
really-
battery has to go. Like all the stuff has to go. It has to be modified a lot.
Well, yeah, and you've got the centre column. Yeah, I'm not sure about
It's
that.
possible, but you have to modify a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the middle, definitely the middle would have
the-
to change.
Modify a lot of stuff that is not on the cover, right? You have to modify a lot of stuff on the body
the
itself.
drone junkie day landing, DJ day landing. That's great.
Uh-huh.
DJ day landing.
So, Dave, I'm going to get some motors in soon.
What's the?
Thanks for joining us. But yeah, soon, but they're not on the
What's
list right
the
now.
channel?
F7.
Just not very popular.
F7.
You're on F7. Are you okay? So is
Carlos is flying my quad now.
Carlos can have a go now.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Treat her gently.
There we go.
It's a little bit dark. I'll put
So-
a little extra brightness in mine.
Carlos is going up now. He's on 3S as well.
Where's any?
Where's the arm
Oh
and
wait,
all
the
that?
switch is right. I don't know.
Arm and all that lot. There we
Huh?
go.
Can you get it on acro though?
I think it's okay. Yeah, I think you have the same.
Here we go. Oh, straight into the roof. Straight into it. Are you
It's
sure?
got a lot of power.
That, more power than you was expecting
Yes,
there.
a lot more. Like
Yeah?
I'm just getting out of there. I think this is also in.
Stab.
Andy, thanks for joining us, buddy. I reckon it's going to
George
have way
used
more
my
power than you was
controller.
expecting.
Just use my controller.
I reckon it's going to have way more than you was expecting.
Okay, I'm in that room.
There we go.
This.
I love the sound of this. Like it's you can hear it, but it's not an aggressive sound, but it's definitely going fast.
There's a bit of tuning.
Weird,
though.
isn't it?
I noticed a little bit of wobbling.
Yeah, partly that's the wind though, man.
There's
When
a
it's
lot
a
of wind
still
out
day,
there.
like the video we were watching of it earlier, ripping around the mansion.
There is a lot of wind out there right now, Carlos. I can feel it coming through.
Yeah, this is normally you wouldn't fly that. You wouldn't traditionally been able to fly this kind of quad in this kind of wind. To be honest.
It has a lot of power.
You couldn't do any of those moves. That move he just did then, I honestly don't think you could do that with a brush. So,
No, the crook was amazing, but it couldn't do that.
no.
Not in this kind of conditions. Not even close.
And it's not the crook's fault. It's the
No.
brush motors.
Yeah, the
What
limitation
crook?
was the
What's
technology.
It was the motors. Like that. Look at that punch that he just did then. You would have been in that
That's
tree.
beautiful.
You would have been in the tree. You get so much punch out of it.
He's been ripping hard for 2 minutes, and he's still got enough battery to carry on.
And it's
flying.
still got plenty of battery.
It's very impressive. I love these My Lipo batteries. I
Mm.
mean, this is the only thing I use, but yet again,
Because they
they've
work,
impressed
bro.
me.
They work. They do what they're supposed to. Because My Lipo is a lipo manufacturer. That's what they do. They're not electronics people. They don't make drones. They don't make other stuff. They just make lipos.
Your remote is vibrating a little bit.
Have you got haptic feedback?
Countdown timer, probably.
Have you got
It's a
haptic
countdown
feedback?
timer. Don't
You've got
panic.
feedback. So 2.5 minutes of ripping, and he's still got time if he stayed in the
No
air.
turtle mode.
No turtle mode because he's got open props. He doesn't like it.
Why don't these?
Very nice.
Yeah.
But that was
Good
awesome.
flying, man.
That was awesome bit of flying
Very impressive.
in
Carlos.
the Sensi.
Nice power looping.
Excellent power looping, loads.
Nice
of
to have the
time.
confidence to power loop today next to the train line. I'm happy to
Yeah,
take
everyone has their own once they've got their own feeling.
I can do it, but I'm like, I've got the skill level of Carlos to bash it out without even looking like he's trying.
Well, yeah. At the end of the day, that is a lot of stick time, people. You know,
Yeah.
Carlos does
It's not.
a lot of stick. Yeah. So this is Carlos coming back to us now.
Oh.
It's okay.
Are you going to back out again?
You say you can
You
give
going
me your
straight
ones
back
and
out?
you get mine.
Yeah, why not?
He's
No,
going
I was
straight
just
back
I was
out.
just
Look
going
at that.
low and
In fact, maybe I should take my custom ones off there, the prototype ones.
Oh, you don't want to wake your phone.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What was that, Carlos? I think there's just a lot more power than you're expecting because it's on 3S.
I don't know.
What's happening? So we get a lot of this in this hobby for everyone that's watching us. Loads of this action. We're kind of, oh, is it working? Are we turning it on? Are we going to turn it off? Kind of thing. There we go. He's back.
Not hot or anything.
He's back. He's returned. Yeah, no, he's gone again. What's happening?
Motor doesn't want to spin.
Oh dear.
It wasn't a particularly hard crash either.
No.
Oh dear.
Frame has crashed a lot and it's
Oh
absolutely
dear.
fine.
So that's not good news. So the motor got a bit of damage with that very light.
Dunno.
So you can see what happens.
I'd be surprised.
Even with very, very light knocks, that motor seems
These
to.
are these beta motors. They're quite
seem-
lightweight.
They were, yeah, well, they're quite good.
They're decent quality.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I'm a bit gutted, so I'm not sure. He's going to try and start it up again for us. Let's see.
It wants to turn.
It's very strange. Very, very
Do you want me
strange.
to hold it down and you like can rev it up a bit?
Very, very strange. Okay, so whilst they're chatting about that, I'm going to do a little recap on some bits and pieces. We need a transition
No, it's the motor.
because look at these fades. Look, all we've got is this. That's awful. We need some kind of transition.
I'll
If
get
any
you
one
one
of
more.
you out there is
That's all
creative enough
So
to
again, we'll swap it
be
out.
able to make short transitions, I don't even know how they make them.
This is essentially a Drone Junkie
I'm guessing it's a
sponsored
very
drone.
short video clip to go between things. That would be awesome.
Sorry
Send
about
it
that,
in.
mate.
There'll be
cool.
prizes
You're
and stuff
pushing
for
it.
that. There is an
I just
also
find,
a
actually that moment was
comment
the only moment I
prize
wasn't
for
pushing
this,
Which one
I was
was
just
it?
which
flying
is
it.
the very
it. I was
last
just flying a scope.
Little knock.
Sensi. So that's the very, very last Sensi V1,
But yeah, no, it's that small.
Tristan
enough.
had it,
Burning already.
and he's giving it back.
It's just,
so
it happens
there'll be
sometimes.
some kind of
It's not particularly
Comments or
flashy,
something,
just
I
get
believe,
it
on the
moving the wrong
YouTube
way.
channel or something like that.
You can feel like
You
it's
can
I
get
think
hold of
it's
that.
Maybe something that like
The new Sensi is on its way, and I'm very, very excited to get hold of that one because that will be HDable. We had a little issue. The blue canopy that came with the 75X HD wasn't symmetrical. So when it turns, when these props turn, even though this middle bit clears, these outside bits don't clear. So I've actually stretched the frame out a bit to accommodate that. And the next version you'll be able to fly straight in HD.
Yeah.
And you can fly Sensi HD.
I already fly Sensi HD.
Yes, but you've got yours built in a different way.
No,
Different canopy.
I just cut the.
Oh, you cut the corners off. Yes. Okay. Still built in a different way and he's cut the corners off. What are we doing back here? That's what he's done. So he has cut this corner and this back bit and this bit. He's chopped all these corners off because it's so tight in there.
Yeah, it flies really nice.
It
I
hits
think the motor has an
on
issue.
there and not here. It's there,
but
not here.
No,
It's
I
really
think
very weird.
It might be one of the cables.
So I've changed that to accommodate that. Done a little change on the bottom,
Yeah, I've seen
but other than that, it's pretty much the same pattern as it was. And then the Sensi T3,
Yes.
named after you, Tristan.
Thank you. I'm honoured.
Yeah.
I've been hassling him for it every
So
day.
the
for the
Sensi
past
T3 will follow
2 months.
soon after. Soon after.
Which is going to be perfect for
And that'll
slightly
be
bigger. Like
a
I'm
3-inch
going to run it
prop.
on 1106,
Yeah.
6,000 kV motors, 3-inch.
Bigger motors. You could on slightly heavier, but 3-inch. Same thing, and that's just literally because Tristan wants it.
And HQ, I've just released some very sexy 3-inch propellers as well. So-
Tri-blade propellers, yes.
And bi-blades.
Yes, they did do
The
a
bi-blade
tri-blade.
I shared in there, yeah.
So
Zong,
that'll
please
be
keep
out-
making amazing
that'll be out
propellers.
soon.
You guys are killing it.
That's not right now, so just hold on.
I'm
But
excited.
it will happen for you.
I'm very excited.
It will happen.
Not having it.
motor.
Oh, has he killed the
We
motor?
killed a motor.
He's killed the motor.
This is what happens when you experiment.
Okay.
man.
Alright, well, fly my one then.
Huh?
Fly my one, not
2S.
in HD.
That wasn't HD. That was just better quality camera.
Fly my one.
No.
Alright.
No, the whole point was the 3S, but you've
Yeah.
got a feel for it, right?
It's good.
You don't
it's
need it,
You don't.
But
but
I was expecting
Fly
a bit
2S.
more. I think the props are taking away from the power that it might have.
you could have more.
Because I noticed
But
that
you
on
want
the
the
full
12
throttle, it was like it wasn't as immediate as I would expected. It had a lot of power, but not as immediate as I would expect it. So I think the props, higher pitch, would have like a lot
You
more
want the-
power.
you
It
want
So
the-
felt-
it's
it
got
felt
high
like
pitch on the
it
front.
felt like
the first edition.
yeah,
HQ.
it felt like this and then this, yeah, instead of like this.
Yeah,
at the same
you
time.
want the first edition.
But
HQ.
it has
a bit more pitch.
It's fast. It's
No, you
maybe a
want-
bit too fast for here as well.
Like,
Like,
we were pushing it with
especially,
this wind. Like, I can't get it across, but it's really, really windy
Oh,
out.
it is blowing. You can
Even
see the
diving
trees
here,
moving.
diving here on your corridor, I was just like, "Wup, wup, 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 wup."
When you can
I
see
had a
the
few
trees
moments,
moving, that's when you know.
You were like, oh my god, what are you doing, Tristan?
I was very in control. I know what I was doing.
That's when you know. It's when the trees move,
Yes.
that's when
Did
it's
you go for that canopy in the end?
when it's too
Yeah,
far. Yeah. So yeah,
have to get
you
it
see
on.
what he did? He chopped it about
Yes.
in order
What, the
to
canopy?
yeah, in order to make it fit. Yeah. See, he's chopped the corners off and
then
the
you're-
back.
Oh,
Where it's normally clipping, it's no longer clipping.
these props are okay, but you want HQs on.
I haven't tested these.
Oh, you just put them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you fit the ribbon cable in there? Is it easy
Oh.
to fold it in? Have you seen their new one? Has the Cadix style?
Yeah, yeah.
As the thicker cable.
No, this has a thicker cable.
This has a flat cable, flat
The
ribbon
flat
cable.
cable.
That's the old one.
This, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying the new one has the.
Yeah, the
Cadix
new
style.
one's got a bunch of.
This
them.
is lovely though. I mean
The
that.
new one's got a
I
bunch.
don't like the colour of it, but this canopy is very
The
functional.
plastic of that canopy is very solid.
Need to go, sorry. See you, Andy.
The plastic
Thanks
of
for
that
joining.
canopy is very solid.
Thanks for
What are you
contributing
doing?
as well. Some great
Just
stuff
show me
today.
a picture.
I was just showing you a picture because it's one of my favourites.
There's Monkey Island near
That's
Phil.
one
apparently.
of my
Huh?
favourite pictures.
Monkey Island. Where's Monkey Island?
Can't drive to Monkey Island.
Why not?
What,
Oh,
Well,
the,
oh,
monkey,
we
the
could-
monkeys are gonna pick
We
up
could
your
airdrop
car.
into it.
what's Monkey
Airdrop.
Island?
We need to airdrop Orlando.
Sounds a lot more
I know
dangerous.
Flight Test have done the airdrop of the 110s,
What's
but no one's
Monkey
done
Island?
airdrop of Orlando's yet.
Pretty sure it's illegal to drop stuff on monkeys.
No, fuck the monkeys. No, don't fuck monkeys, people.
What's Monkey Island?
Oh, look at that.
I don't know.
That's
stunning.
beautiful.
That's a lovely picture, isn't it?
That's the work of wizards.
That is the work of Alex.
Yes,
That's one of Alex's pictures.
it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I think he's very good at taking
You would
pictures.
think, you would struggle
this,
to
look at
think like at the start, like obviously you can see the components there, but even there, like, is this real?
Look at that
Or
moon,
not.
that
Yeah,
moon and cloud
yeah.
in the background.
Is this
That's
a real car?
moon. That's a real
Yeah, but
That's
is
not
this a real
superimposed.
car or what?
Yeah, no, they are very, very convincing. They are. They're very, very convincing. Oh, look at that picture. He does great pictures, doesn't he? Yeah, like he's composed that picture and then gone round and stood there.
Yes.
Like he's pretty good at it.
No, I took this picture.
Oh, you took that one? Oh, okay.
But after I saw the picture they took, he's,
Okay.
he's good at composition. Very good.
So this was us at Wings and Wheels.
Yeah.
And then back the other way.
Lovely.
I think they're great
I
pictures.
was just still on a fibre frame. You're not even carbon fibre.
See, there's my little shocks. Couple of little spring and the stickers. Doesn't that?
Right, shall we end it?
Yes,
And
because
go
I'm
on.
nearly
Well, how
done.
long has it been?
I'm nearly done because I want to have a little play.
How long have we been live for?
We have been. We've
1
been.
hour 47 minutes. Thank you anyone who stayed this long. What's wrong with you?
Thank you very
Go
much.
and live your life.
No,
Thank you. We do appreciate the company.
Um,
We've had some really
hopefully-
good ideas, some great
No, no.
input today from the
Yes.
comments.
Again, and as always, hopefully we've inspired you a little bit
You've
Yeah.
to
inspired
go
us
and
as well.
do something new or something different, or taken some of our ideas and gone on. Definitely the 90, thanks to Carlos, will be out
Tomorrow, probably.
tomorrow.
Are you
Carlos
sure you did
says.
this all yourself?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that will be out for
Pretty
you
sure.
to have a little play with. You are allowed to fettle it and change it around if you like.
Whatever you want.
That's up, except for that one person who's not even allowed to look. The Sensi will be here soon, probably before next week's show. We'll have the Sensi back in stock.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that.
Phil said airdrops on his list, but also, yeah, now I have to build a boat. FPV boat is great.
FPV boat are awesome.
Not boat, not FPV boats. A carrier.
Well, carrier, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be like a ferry kind of thing.
A ferry.
Like,
That's what
yeah,
we need.
it's got to drive on, drive off.
Yes.
Drive on, drive off kind of thing. Or
And then you have to
can
come
you-
over.
Can you drive on and then drive back off? Do you want it to drive on and drive off that way?
No, the boat can turn around. That's
It doesn't
fine.
matter, yeah.
It
the
doesn't
boat
have to
can
have
turn
flaps
around,
at both.
But then you're reversing because you're not going to do a 3-point turn on the
I've
boat.
got a turntable on the boat.
Okay, if you could put a turntable on the
Not
boat.
turntable on the boat.
Yeah.
It's just reversed into the boat. That's fine.
Are you going to reverse into the boat? No, I like drive on, drive off.
No,
Do
no,
drive
no.
on, drive
No,
off.
no. Listen.
What?
You reverse when you're next to the boat. That's fine. Like you just put it on the boat.
I've never
even.
reversed onto a ferry boat in my life. I don't think I'm. And FPV.
We want to make it.
in FPV.
We want to make it doable.
In
That the boat
FPV.
can just get to the other side, lower bridge or whatever it is, just dock.
Yeah, but if you can
And
do a
then you
bridge,
drive
you can
off.
do a bridge at the back. You can do 2 bridges.
But you don't. No, you don't. I don't. The boat again is just a tool.
Phil,
guess.
don't laugh at the turntable. It's a great idea.
The-
So we like turntables.
The boat is just a tool to get me to Duck Island
But you got to be done
and
nice.
deploy the tanks
No,
and whatever.
because you might as well use.
Can I have an
you might
RC
as well-
tank with a flamethrower on it?
Look, if you've got that attitude,
How
I
do
like crispy
hang
duck.
on. If you've got that attitude, you might as well put a screw in with a hammer.
Oh, what now?
A screw in with a hammer.
I possibly
That's
done
that
that.
attitude that
I've
you've
done
got.
Sometimes I hammer
You've
when
got
I
to use the right
Sometimes
tool.
I hammer when I screw.
You
know.
can't just use any tool. Use a tool.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right tool.
I need to open a box, and I don't have a cutter. Anything's gonna do.
Your
Like
teeth.
a pen.
No,
like
an animal.
a power supply.
No, but
anything.
You're saying I might as well kick
Literally-
the box until it opens.
if
That's what you're saying. As far as I'm
no,
concerned.
I can get
that's
this,
what
see,
you're
from my
saying.
shoes and like
No, you're
pocket
saying I'm
box
going to
until
kick
it
it. I'm going to throw this box out the window and see if it opens.
it will open.
No, it's got to be the right tool. For those of you that agree, yeah, depends on who you agree with, as always. I like the rope, on off.
No, I think
Carlos don't care.
I don't care.
Carlos would have a flat piece of plastic on 2 balloons if he could. It's so irrelevant. Yeah.
Look at my train. Where's the
Well,
train?
exactly.
Use FPV from the boat to reverse the do on. I love that idea.
That's an
I
interesting
love
one.
that idea.
That's an interesting one.
That's
All right.
Sounds very.
Alright,
It sounds
alright.
very.
No.
Sounds very
Dangerous.
Bad. Very dangerous.
Very
Yeah, you have a spotter. You have
Very
a spotter
tight.
ready to intervene if you're literally about to
What's
reverse.
spotter?
What?
You're on
The
Duck
other end,
Island.
not the other
You're
end.
on Duck
Duck
Island.
Island. Hang
When
on.
you're
Duck
launching,
Island.
You're
when
on
you're
Duck
launching.
Island.
You're on Duck Island.
There's
I
no
forgot about
spotters.
that.
There's
Yeah.
no spotters for
That's
Duck
the whole
Island.
I can
point.
canoe over there. it's fine.
He doesn't want to go across the pond. He doesn't want to go across the bathtub.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to go into the unknown.
To the Duck Island.
He wants to. That's what I'm saying. You want to reverse. I think you should just drive onto it, and then drive off
You
it,
drive onto it. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then drive off it.
Yeah. But that's fine. Coming back, you're gonna go onto the boat anyway, so it doesn't matter. And when you're going there, you're gonna go.
So when you're here,
Yeah.
you have to reverse onto the boat.
Yeah, or just
So
put it
when
on
you
the boat.
get to there,
You can
drive
put it
off.
on the boat. You can put it on the boat.
All right.
Unless you want to be really picky, then yes, you reverse onto the boat. But you can do that line of sight, so that's fine.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yes,
I wanna-
definitely
that-
practice is needed.
That seems like an awesome adventure to go on Duck Island because it's timed. So
And
you
you
have
do
like,
it in 1/35th, in 1/32nd.
Yeah,
you
but
do it in
in-
small scale.
and you have to do it in 20
You
minutes.
wouldn't want to do it in a 110.
No.
Because you really get into somewhere you don't know.
Yeah.
You could get instantly
You can
stopped.
literally just get in a little ditch, like a little divot, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
That's shit. 110. You got.
That's
a lot
why
more.
you have 2 people onto you, right? You have the guy going in front, and then the one in the back looking. Oh no, okay. Wait,
Oh,
wait a bit,
you're in
because
a ditch and you can't get out now.
Like
I
we
can
haven't
see you.
both crashed into
Great.
a ditch.
All right, but
before.
if something happens, then you take a 110.
I'm not sure. And then send the 110 out
with
as a
a
rescue.
with a tank with a robot arm.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I'm working
Guys,
on
I don't
that.
know, but we're going to leave you on that cliffhanger.
Thank you for joining us.
On that cliffhanger. Thank you very much for joining us, Tristan.
Thank you for having me.
Carlos, world's favourite pilot.
Yeah.
Very nice
And
to
me.
meet you.
And some old dude.
And some old bloke. Yeah.
That likes trains too.
Well, actually no, he's possibly got the crown of some old
Part-time,
dude.
likes trains.
Well, you
I
put
need
my
to know.
picture. Look at my picture. Like
I love your
it's
picture.
an old geezer.
That's my favourite picture of you.
Look at that.
Put it on there.
Such an awesome picture of you. Look at that.
Oh,
I think we might even leave with that picture. We're going to end with your picture, Carlos.
Don't forget about the competition going on.
Go leave a comment in
Yeah,
the YouTube video.
leave a comment. Go and find the YouTube video.
Oh,
leave a
that's for
comment
the-
in it.
That's for this, is it?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the Sensi
Yeah,
frame.
comments.
It's the last one in the world of V1 sensing.
That is
The
the last one.
It is.
Oh, I'm gonna take it then.
What do you mean you're going to take it?
I want it.
No, you can't have it. You've got one. and
I'm
you've
going to leave a
got-
comment.
You've both got one of these
I've already
already.
got one.
Oh, I don't have one. I don't
You
have
do
a
have
carbon
one.
No, it's not carbon.
Yeah, you do. I gave you one.
You've got one. No,
Maybe
this
it's
is...
the other one.
See, look, we're arguing. You can have it. I want you to have it, people.
Well,
Take
if
care.
you don't leave enough comments, we'll steal it. So
Yes, put more comments. Put
thanks
more
for joining,
comments
guys.
to
See ya.
ensure it.
See you next time.
Take care. Thanks a lot.